All right. What's up, everybody? Greetings and welcome. Late? I'm not late. I am on time. Directly on time. Like, to the second on time. Hello, fellow humans of this planet we call Earth. Greetings. What's up? Welcome back, everybody, to Daredevil versus the World. If this is your first time catching this, which I doubt it, because many of you are probably longtime fans who are here at the start, we are going through 6 stacking every single hero versus Daredevil, and we're going to see who ends up winning, and those who do end up getting moved on to a potential round where they can be given, basically granted, a free spot in the grand finals of the Best Hero 6 Stack Tournament. Here's the standings right now. Characters with the X are characters that lost to Daredevil. Characters with the Rivals icons are characters that won against Daredevil. Characters with the trophies are ones that are already in the grand final, so they will not be taken into consideration. It's not looking great for Daredevil here. He needs to win at least half of his games in order to be considered a candidate into the grand finals, but we'll see how that goes against the DPSs here. So, is there any way to join? Yes, you need to go to your mother, ask her for her maiden name, give me your credit card, last 4 digits of your social security number, and then you can join me by simply looking up my ID, upper left-hand corner there, Meesum777, and then you should be able to join on in. 2.14159. Hey, that's not bad. Kind of just the anchors lost against Daredevil. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Like, if we come back here, it's been pretty much just like the characters that Daredevil is kind of designed to counter, right? Like the anchor type characters, the anchor tanks, they all lost, which makes sense because anchor tanks are explicitly weak to brawl, which Daredevil is a major portion of. But yeah. Anyway, today it is Rocket Raccoon. I know that we had a couple people who are interested in playing Rocket today. I'm going to give you all just a second to get going. We have a lot of heroes to still get through here today, so I'm hoping we can take care of that without too much trouble. Might go a little long today. We'll see how this goes. Sam, I missed the last stream, but worth it for the apples. Getting apples. You're getting paid in apples? I want apples. Let me make sure that, yes, a classic. My YouTube stream is not set to public. 1 second, everybody. I noticed that the YouTube viewership was shockingly low. There we go. Boom. Published. There we go. All right, excellent. All right. Who won the big tournament? We are deciding that here, basically. Well, not quite, but we are deciding whether Daredevil gets moved on. And we're also deciding whether or not these heroes, any ones that are winning, are going to move on and get a second chance here. Because obviously the grand finalists are ones that won every single match. So we'll see. Do a push-up. You got it. I missed the gym today because I had to go get my teeth grinded on by a woman with who calls herself a dentist. I'll be right back. Give me a push-up. And I have some great news, everybody. I have some fantastic news. Temmie, the kitty, has rejoined the faction of bed sleeping. She was away for a little while, but she's returned now. I think it's because it's colder outside and my bed is significantly warmer than that traitorous brother of mine. My insomnia is best, but is TD2 stream? Fuck it off, LMFAO. Yeah. It's already been done yet. Saya has not been done yet. We've not gotten to the DPSs yet. We're going to see that towards the end here. All right. I think we've got our crew. I think today we're going to just kind of start it fresh. Let's see. I need to get... All right. So let's have Team B. No, let's have Team A. Yeah, let's have Team A be the Daredevils. We'll have Team B be the Rocket Raccoons. I will get the gambling up in just a second here. Let's go. think I spelled that right. Can't really see it over there. All right. Loved your Muffins Jeopardy show. Everyone else was so sleepy. I was trying to be entertaining. Like, I knew I probably wouldn't win because I was just going to go balls to the wall. But everyone else was so sleepy. So hopefully I was entertaining. Predict the rat. All right, let's get this over here. Everything's recording. Everything's set up. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. All right, Rocket Raccoon versus Daredevil. We've got a very weird-looking set of Daredevils up there. They'll figure it out, probably. Aloha, Misum. Aloha, brother. Howdy. Ooh, we're getting like we went from the islands to the biggest state, the largest state. Did you know Texas is so large you could fit Texas inside of it? That's crazy, right? Wedding prep's going. It's going okay. It's going all right. Got to get my tux tomorrow. At least I'm hoping to. We'll see how that goes. Magic has a demon inside of her. Hey, yo. What do you mean by that?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
All right, there we go. People figuring it out. By the way, let me know if the audio is a little quiet today. I know that I've got Galacta turned down there, but let me know if the actual game audio ends up being too quiet because I've messed a little bit with my settings, okay? Been waiting all day for the stream. Dang, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm in Kentucky, far away from Texas. But howdy, really? You're leading with howdy? All right. Got to put the fidget pumpkin down. I went to a pumpkin patch, and they had, like, a perfectly, like, desk fidget shaped, like, gourd. It's not really a pumpkin, right? But it's, like, round on the bottom, like, almost perfectly round on the bottom, and the top is, like a big Phillips head screwdriver. So it fits, like, perfectly in between my fingers if I'm holding it, and I can, like, spin it. It's very nice. Natural fidget spinner right here. All right. Their Daredevils are getting in position. The Trash Pandas, meanwhile, psyching themselves up, getting themselves all armored. Interesting. Oh, he's trying to get the deployer out there. That's funny. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm interested in seeing. They won't be able to flank. That's the one thing that Daredevil does really well is that they'll be able to, on defense, pretty much completely shut down any flanking options. There's a Daredevil up in the trees. Somebody called him the Lorax. Okay, he's jumping out here. Mostly. There's a lot of spread out fighting happening here. Nothing really, no like Clash of the Titans kind of a fight. Oh, hold up. Fire Falcon getting pinched and dove by one of the Daredevils. Trying to get out. Rocket has quite a lot of damage. Like a surprising amount of damage. Something that we've learned. Something that does not get used enough is his damage. Okay. Some of the Daredevils are going down. Is it overconfidence, though? Is it just simple overconfidence? Damage coming out. One of the Rockets bites the dust. The problem with the Rocket matchup in any game, one of the things that we saw, one of the things, the very few things that kept Rocket so high in this tournament are the BRBs. It is very hard because basically they have, like, with all 6 of them, that was really close. With all 6 of them, they're able to emulate Adam Warlock's passive even quicker. So the Daredevils have to kill them twice in order to get anything done. Currently, the Rockets are doing a good job of assaulting, but nothing to actually take the point yet. Just been a lot of back and forth here. Could Blood forget the gambling? The gambling's up, my friend. You just missed it. I really hope Rigby clears, yeah. Got 3 potato chips and a hairpin on Rocket. That's all you got? Come on, you got to step it up. At least 2 hairpins, right? We can't gamble? Is the prediction's up. You must have missed your shot. I'm sorry. You're not a real gambler. I like the Rockets. The Rockets and the Daredevil doing the loop-de-loop out there. Definitely is not able to out-heal that primary attack. Oh, look at the kill feed. I know my chat's kind of blocking it up there. I can turn that off, but that's no fun. Anyway. Rocket's having to do the run back here.
I can feel them.
Okay. We got one of the Daredevils popping down the ult here. Yeah, easily clearing it out. Having no trouble here. I'm going to quickly adjust my audio. You're going to hear this. Sorry about that. There you go. Sorry about that. It's a little quiet for me. Okay, Daredevil pop an ult and goes down. Sat his ass down. Look at him. He's sad. Just a swarm of trash pandas. A cahoots of trash pandas. Okay, popping down the ults. Mof. High focusing down one of these rockets. Struggling. Struggling in the corners. Oh, here's where the difficulty starts. Rocket with the ults can do some big work here. That's what we saw with the Jeff fight. That's what we saw with the Jeff fight, is those ults are devastating. Popping down the ults, get free cheese. Big damage, but it's not going to be nearly enough to counter the Rocket's ults. Just enough to put some pressure. X-Amount does have ult and is trying to run back, but this is going to be a Rocket cap. All they did was just bide their time before their ult came out. The Daredevils are going to need an answer for those ults if they're planning on actually winning this game. Okay, some of them are going down, but again, they can just res right back up. They can immediately just get right back up. Those BRBs going to do big work. Might come down to the wire. Yeah, the defensive advantage might actually be a major portion here. You'll see me in the comments of the videos like adamantly defending the offense versus defense stuff, because oftentimes it's not close, but this one might be close to where Daredevil on defense might be the difference maker. A lot of these rockets are ready to go on their ults. They are chilling. Oh, but you can see like he goes down, but he's right back up, and he can place out one himself. Daredevil focusing his ass down, bro. Focusing his ass down, chasing him down. Run, Trash Panda, run. Looks like he's able to escape. Crazy Cat pops down the ult. Lots of damage coming in, but that ult will keep them up. A couple of them still have some more. The Rockets are comfortably moving this payload forward. Their damage and healing enough to keep the Daredevils at bay. This is like the neighbor versus the squirrel every day. Yeah. Can Daredevil go 5v6? One of them BRB destroying duty? I mean, it's certainly an option, but can the Daredevils coordinate that is the question, right? Oh, big splash here out of Mof. Big hit. The ults coming down to counter. Mega Cool does have an ult, potentially might pop. Pops it down right on top. Counter ults coming down. There it is from Fire Falcon. He is blinded, but it does not matter much. He can just kind of chill out of the point, and they continue to march. This is not looking good for Daredevil. That ult is just so devastating. So devastating. Daredevil gets this ult significantly quicker, but with Rocket's ult being just an absolute, just winning engagement, it's just not enough. Rocket amp buffs are coming in clutch. I don't even think the amp buffs are necessary. It's just the shield. They can't kill him. They need to like triple focus him down just to get one of them dead while the ult's out. And look at that damage, dude. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. Some DPSs have worse damage than that. Like, ow, damn. Not looking good for Daredevil. He needs something a lot more intense here to shut down the March of the Raccoons. Relay deployed, it ain't cheap, yeah. Yeah, the nice thing with Rocket, too, is that they can sort of split responsibility. Some of them can focus on healing. Some of them can focus on aggression, while the rest try to play, like, defense. Right? Okay, ult's coming down here. Crazy. Has an ult in his back pocket. Okay, Gamer and Evilement both have the ults down. And every time those ults drop, the Daredevils drop with them. Goodness gracious. I think Gamer just got a 5-piece right there. That was insane. Daredevils are very close to the respawn point, but will it be enough? Holy crap, that was a lot of reflection. It's just not going to be enough. It's just not enough. Rocket had such a commanding lead. Past that first point when they didn't have ult, the Rocket ults were just too damn strong. An excellent performance out of Rocket Raccoon. That means that Rocket gets a potential second shot. Now, in my opinion, if I had to pick somebody to move on to the grand finals from the support category, I think I would end up choosing Rocket because he won so many games and ended up losing out to a hero that he has not, like, just a terrible matchup to, as well as the champion, Cloak and Dagger. But that moves him on here. As a reminder, once you have played one game, please do me a favor and fully back out of the lobby. Let other people have a spot in. I know you were in here. Thank you. All right, perfect. X amount. I know you're in here too. Saw you in games. I think that was everybody. I think everybody else correctly cycled out. Also, we do have a rule happening right now with domination. If a hero is not able to contest at least to like the 80 percentile mark in domination, due to the sake of time, we are going to give it to whoever wins that game. So domination is only going to be a one and done dealio. If you're interested in getting into a specific hero, like you see one of the heroes that you want to play coming up, subs, channel bits, memberships, any of the sorts, paid sponsors, etc., are the way to guarantee your spot. I will bump you up on the list just as a friendly reminder to y'all. Love what Daredevil said. It's Daredeviling time and Daredevil over the place. He didn't Daredevil that hard. Didn't Daredevil that hard. All right, it is Mantis versus the Devil. Go ahead and funnel on in here, folks, if you'd like to give this a shot. Top 64 MRC is so cool. Yeah? You think you're pretty cool, huh? You think you're pretty cool, huh, punk? That is pretty cool. I'll give you that. That's fair. We cooked as Rockets? Yeah, Rocket is such a strong hero in 6 stacks just because of the ult and the BRB. Like, those two together, damn, dude. How do you even manage that? All right, Daredevil will be on offense this time, so we're going to swap it around. And whoever ends up on Team A is going to be Rocket. We have it's not Rocket, sorry, Daredevil. We're going to have 2 slots available here. So I'm going to open it back up to the people who played last time. You may join back in. Rodents bullying blind men. What a statement, right? What a statement. All right, let's go ahead and swap it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, once again, Team A, you're going to be Mantis. Team B, you're going to be Daredevil. All right, here we go. Never mind. 1915, server error. Here we go. I've been practicing my Daredevil, and I can officially say I'll cook the bugs. Yeah? Well, we might be cooking the servers right now because I think we just crashed. I think somebody tried to back out. This tends to happen when somebody's like, wait, I don't want to play Daredevil. And they leave. This is what you cause. This is the pain that you cause us. Yeah, Daredevil's pretty good right now. He's pretty good right now. All right, if this doesn't free up in the next 10 seconds, we're going to officially call it a crash. It does look like it was a crash. Oh, yes, and the gamble. Thank you. That actually works out perfectly. Yeah, everyone had it for the Trash Bandit. I agree. Time for the best screen. Let me go ahead and relog. Give me 30 seconds or less. Been playing some Battlefield 6. Been having some fun with that. Don't know if I'll make content for it. Maybe not on second channel. Maybe on main channel. Kind of a deal. But been enjoying it. It's crazy what happens when you listen to fans, isn't it? All right, trying to load back in. Sorry, everybody. We are going to do a fresh lobby. So basically a soft reset. Got a Bandicoot already? Yeah, we got a Bandicoot already. Gambling. I'll get the gamble up. Give me a second. I'm loading everything back in. Okay. All right, we are back. Loading everything back up. I like how Buddo Doctor, the first time chatter, the only thing that they said, this is the first message they ever sent, was gamble, which means that they've been lurking around for long enough to know that the system is in place to gamble, but hadn't actually like said anything, but chimed in for the explicit purpose of gambling. All right. Now that's mostly all the same people. Wow, what are the odds? All right, once again. Oh, people are figuring it out. Okay, are we good? TDTwo Widow Thighs must be Mantis, please. Nah, I can't promise that. I can't promise that. Team A, you guys are going to be the Mantis. Team B, you guys are going to be Daredevil. Let's try this again. I'll get the Bandicoot up here. Boop. Ah, they're inverted bandicoots. That's not going to work. Hold on. This one. I got to rotate them up correctly here first. There we go. Get rid of this filter for now. There we go. Okay. Good. All right, here we go. People setting up. Mantis versus Daredevil. Ranged healer with decent damage versus the pseudo tank himself. I like that the Mantises are all on the same page, banning the Shark. It's needed, it's necessary. It's kind of crazy to say that Shark might actually be like the meta for the supports. Weird, right? Who's playing next match? I think it is Loki. Yeah, that sounds about right. Luna. Luna first, then Loki. We are getting some pretty good information as to who are the best characters against Daredevil. Obviously, certain characters, matchups, and such are going to be a little skewed because they're 6v6. Like Rocket isn't really the best option against a Daredevil, right? But, you know, you'll get to other ones where the 1v1s actually are much more in favor of the Daredevil. Who's Daredevil gone up against so far? All of these heroes. All the heroes that you're seeing with the marks on them, whether the Rivals icon itself or the X's, are heroes that have played against Daredevil. Rivals icons mean they won. Marks X means that they lost. All right, a run back. A run back. This time, Daredevil on offense. Okay. Just the exact same thing, but with a slight different switch up here. All right. Daredevil's going to have to wait and bide their time here. Mantis is going to be able to get to the point easily. They do have a quicker run back here, but not in the same, not the same ability to stay put like the Rockets, right? All right. They're getting set up. And interesting, pretty on point positioning for them all. All right, let's see who wins this one. Oh, not able to respond in time. All right, here we go. Daredevils rolling out. The Mantises are taking a pretty standard approach here. Nothing too fancy. It looks like all of the Daredevils are funneling to the right-hand side. So smart here, which is smart. Yeah, they're able to go all the way around to the outside like we're seeing here. All right, combat. As they're diving in. Sleeps on all sides. Lots of deflections as the Mantises are getting clobbered out here. No answers to the Daredevil. Easily these Daredevils clear out the point. Holy crap sticks. Hope nobody bet against, nobody bet on the Mantises to take this one because they're getting cleaned out. Daredevil's operating a new extermination service, apparently. Round 2. This is where we'll see if anything changes. Daredevil gets a little too aggressive there. Yeah, split off one by one like that, it's very hard. They're absolutely getting obliterated. They need to regroup and stay together. Mantis is getting a little more bold here. They recapture the point. And they're roving like a pack. Taking out Daredevils one by one. Evument goes behind and gets cleaned out again. What is happening? Where was this in the first point? Who will help? Healing set up here again. Yep. Yep. Okay. Damn, dude. What is happening right now? Mantis went from getting cleared out to clearing out. What is happening? Daredevil's going back in here, regrouping, rearming, and re-engaging. Split off one from the rest. Sleep goes down, but they are more closer together now. Lots of funnel damage coming in. Ultra snags up a kill. Daredevils beating them to death. Clubbing them out. Okay, the Daredevils retake the control of the point. I don't know what happened there, but if Mantis can continue to do whatever, this is such a volatile matchup. What's happening? It's so weird. Okay, Daredevil moves on. Let's see if the Mantises can stop him. Heals going on everything. The Mantises do have ult now, which will be a problem, just like we saw. Ult comes down from Ultra. Yeah, this ult has no problem countering the Daredevil ults. None at all. It's just going to be a simple matter of economy. Okay, yeah, they're able to hold here. Okay, this is actually much more Razor's Edge than I thought. After that first engagement, I fully thought the Daredevils were going to just clean out this game, but no. It looks like the Mantises are indeed holding their ground. For how long is the question? Can they survive another 5 minutes? A full-on assault from Daredevil. Evio Mint lurking in the shadows. Setting himself up. Diving in. The ult. Snoke. Okay. The ult shutting it down, and they get just obliterated there. The ult is still active. Another one coming down here from Widow Thighs. The devil is coming out, but it's not enough damage to push through all that healing. Yet another comes down to protect. Okay. Many of the Mantises have used their ults. Another Daredevil ult comes down. It seems to be a war of attrition that the Daredevils are trying to fight. It seems like they're just trying to keep the Mantises spent on all of their ults. They're definitely planning. They're definitely planning. You can see them brewing over here, planning their next move. If they all of them spam Daredevil ults at once, they could break through. I doubt it, actually. Daredevil's ult's actually pretty low DPS. It's more built for, like, crowd control and such. Okay. Zinni still has ult. Ike the Goat is close to have ult as well. They've got to get this next ult baited out. And them going at it one by one is not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. They have to collapse all at once. The heals are just too much. Mantises digging in. Having no issues here. This Mantis is a bit spread out. Oh, that's one of them down. That is much like the Mantises are much more like a phalanx. They have to, all of them have to be together for their power to be at max. Daredevils can split off one by one and it's not nearly as much of a problem. Sergeant Care Bear split out from the group, gets slept, and is able to get to the safety of his ult just in time, and is able to clean up the Daredevils that were lurking in their backline here. Storm pops down the ult. Ike the Goat is able to pop down his ult to counter. Oh, is able to pick up a kill with the his ult, despite the enemy Mantis ult being up. This is an opening. They might be able to take it here, but they've got to start securing up kills right away. Most of the Mantises will have their sleep on cooldown. Okay, they're starting to get kills and they're starting to get progress. Sergeant Care Bear coming down to counter that ult. Some of them are in the background here. Zenai is like lagging like an MFer. Holy cow. A lot of the Mantises are running back here. But they are split up. The Daredevils might be able to take advantage of it here. Evio Mint slept but alive. They're clearing it out. Mantises are bleeding numbers quickly. Another one bites the dust. Evio Mint again. Another bites the dust. Evio Mint grabs two. Daredevils march forward. This is a very, very volatile match. The Daredevils absolutely have to keep applying pressure here. They cannot let the Mantises get collected. They've got to stay aggressive here. Unfortunately, it looks like all of them are playing way too defensive on the zone right now. They need to be more aggressive. They have to be more aggressive. Ults coming down. Double ults. Triple. That's really good for the Daredevils. That's really good value for the Daredevils. That means that they're absolutely going to have the advantage coming into this next one here. Evio Mint in a bit of a bad way, trying to dive out to grab some heals, but the heal was already taken. Oh, the reflected sleep! And Volcanus clears it out. Evio Mint grabs up his health pack. They do have ults. Fizzy Geoduck, Evio Mint do have ults. They got 60 seconds to make something happen. This is such a close game. Popping down ults. Here they go. Oh, 4 down immediately. This your Geoduck marches them back to their spawn. Dives back out, at least he's trying to. All right. Lots of ults on deck for the Daredevils. They do have the ult advantage. 3 of them on deck, ready to go. They get the next checkpoint. Through, it was very, very close. Oh, oh! All of the Mantises drop minus Sergeant Care Bear, who looks like he's probably in the run back. Yep.
I see you.
Oh, that's a lot of Mantises here. They've got to be careful, yeah, because you get split out like that, you immediately go down. Tries to use the ult, ends up wasting it. Spez only gets about half of his ult wasted there, though, fortunately for him. Okay. The Daredevils still chilling on ult. They got to make something happen here. The Mantises are going to start getting their ults back, and it is going to be their favor. That triple ult from earlier is, like, the Mantises are feeling it right now. Yeah, exactly, Big. Exactly. That triple ult might have sealed their fate. It actually was a major blunder. Here comes the ults. Zenai barely gets the ult in time. It will be enough to push them back, costing 2 of the Daredevils' ults here. This is not looking good. Give Free Cheese popping down ults, trying to separate out from the rest of the crew, but he goes down. Sergeant Care Bear does have ults, but these Daredevils are just getting picked off one by one, separating each of them out. Damage in. Snags at the heals. 60 seconds. Daredevils have got to make something happen right here, right now. Oh, the counter ult. The counter ult at a very critical time. They're trying to spread out to try to survive it. Okay. No ult currently on deck. Ult comes down. Ike the Goat pops the ult. They're popping ults to try to counter, but they don't know that Ultra also has an ult. He keeps pushing. He keeps pushing. 30 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock. Bubbo and Widow's Thighs both have ult. They have firmly got their heels dug in. The Daredevils have got to come up with a miracle here to break out this absolute just strong arm that the defense has. That's one of the ults down. Can they last long enough to push it into overtime is now the question. And no, they cannot. Mantis. Much closer than the rocket fight, but Mantis holds ground and takes the win. I firmly believe it was the ult that was the make or break for that. Daredevil just does not have a high DPS ult. He struggles. He's much better against tanks. All right. And that means that we have yet another hero who is moving on to the potential nominations here. Daredevil is quickly running out of heroes to beat. He's pretty much going to have to fully sweep the characters from here if he wants to even have a shot at being considered for the grand finals. He has to win at minimum half. Alrighty, folks. Let's go ahead and head back here. Our next matchup is, what was it? We are dealing Luna. Let me get the predictions up here. Oh. Heavily favored towards the Mantis. Yep. It's going to be a pretty similar matchup here, but will the slight change between Luna and Mantis be the difference maker here? Let's find out. I'll get the gambling up there for y'all. Predictions are live. Once again, if you were with us for the last game, go ahead and cycle out. I'm going to randomize the teams here in just a second. Dancing time, yeah? Y'all made it interesting at least. Yeah, it was certainly a lot closer than I thought. I was fairly confident that it was either going to go just like completely to Mantis or completely to Daredevil. I had a suspicion that Mantis was going to win, but I did not expect it to go back and forth so hard like that. That was really close. I always say that when Luna ults, 20% of the team's damage is gone. That's true. That's fair. But like, if everything else lives, does it matter? right, let's randomize teams. All right, Team A, you're going to be Daredevil. Team B, Luna Snow. Here we go. Never mind, we might have crashed. Twice in one day. Or in like one small session. We're not even an hour past. Not even 30 minutes past. I think it's a crash, folks. Double the bandicoots. Oh. There we go. Got him. All right. 30 seconds, everybody. We'll be right back up. Really wish that they would fix this. Really would like for them to fix this. But, you know, we're at the mercy of the Rivals devs for this. Second Bandicoot. Mr. President, second Bandicoot has hit the stream. All right. We are back and logging in. Was he playing PS5 with a mouse and keyboard? I'm streaming a PS5 using a computer. All right. I will let you guys solve it out. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it at random again. Just basically refresh lobby. If you guys want to cycle, go ahead. Gamble. The gamble's already up. You missed your opportunity, Zenai. Sorry to say. All right. Is this everybody? Are we relatively happy with the team that we're on? Which hero's going to be next? I think it's Loki. No. Okay. Are we good? Once again, this time it is going to be Team A. It's going to be the Daredevil. Team B is going to be the Luna. All right, we good? TDTwo Mac is in my spot, I'm pretty sure. I think we're just going to recycle lobby. I mean, it's hard, nigh impossible to keep everybody in the same spots that they were. So I think probably crashes are just an unscheduled recycle of the lobby. But he won't be in there next time, so you get another shot here, all right? All right, here we go. Just pray we don't get as many crashes. It's starting to irritate me. Can we have story time? Do I have any fun stories to tell? Fun, work-appropriate stories. Predicting a crash. Yeah, no crashes. Thankfully, every single reset seems to prevent a crash. Do I have any stories? Don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm thinking I might start doing YouTube posts where I post basically the hero with all of the stuff that we've talked about them for. Whether they're a hybrid, whether they're, you know, like what type, archetype they are. I think that could be fun. Remember Pontoon from Wit? Yeah. Luna's great healing. Yeah. Luna, I think if... Okay. So there's a bad misconception that I see within the Marvel Rivals community. That they see, well, Luna is just a better Mantis. And I just see that it's just not quite right. You know what I'm saying? Because Luna is her own character. She's very good. They overlap in terms of what they do, but they have different strengths. Should do a rank stream. I actually have a really good idea for a rank stream. I want to do a stream where I try to climb from my current rank, but chat gets to change, like bits, channel members, etc. gets to change one button. So every sub gets to change one button. So it could just be something simple like, oh, I don't know, you're firing buttons in a weird spot, right? And see how hard I can climb. Because when I started climbing like 2 seasons ago, I think it was. I guess it was 1 season ago, 2 half seasons ago. I was just doing Punisher. I was absolutely running lobbies. Just absolutely running lobbies with it. So it'd be interesting to see. What does Mantis do better than Luna? Just being able to have heals on all targets at once. Luna has to stop what she's doing in order to deal damage. Mantis does not.
Well, you know,
And I also think that Mantis has a slightly better damage profile all around, because with her damage boost and everything, she's able to much easier pick off a target, whereas Luna actually has to land it a lot more steady. All right, here we go. Luna's jumping out. Freezes everywhere, and the piercing damage, which we know does not do a whole lot here to the Daredevil shields, but it does not matter. Just simply the amount of range damage pouring out as Daredevils fall one by one, only getting one Luna in the process.
All patched up.
Daredevils are going to have to come up with something way more intense. There's just so much healing and damage coming down this aisle here. Holy crap. Very much the Mantis situation all over again. I do believe that Luna stacks better with herself than Mantis. Mantis's heals can't be stacked on top of each other. Luna's absolutely can. Multiple of them make sense with each other, whereas Mantis not so much. So this is going to be a major uphill battle here. A major uphill battle. Here they come. The Lunas are just kind of running at them. Just literally running them down back into their spawn. One of the Lunas go down. Oh, but it doesn't matter. The sheer bodies. The sheer bodies. Holy cow, dude. They just can't die. They just can't die. Luna also gets to the point faster. I'd say they're pretty close. Mantis has the speed boost, you gotta remember. Pop in the first ults. Luna's gonna have a much harder time getting the ults up compared to the Daredevils, as they get their ults significantly faster, but it doesn't matter when there's that amount of heals going around. They can patty kick each other, creating a blender of death in the process. Yeah, Luna's got to conserve ults, that is true, but I don't think it's gonna matter, dude. Look at this. They don't even need the ults to shut them down. It's not like the Mantis situation, right? Like, this is just them just doing it raw, unrehearsed, and just battering the crap out of the Daredevils here. They're hunting them down. Yes, I guess you could call them a K-pop demon hunter. Okay, ults come down, but Volcanus does have the ults to keep him up. That pretty much makes them immortal here. You guys saw our short, you know that Daredevil basically can't kill Luna out of her ult. It's almost impossible. Unless 6 of them beat her up all at once. Easiest channel points ever, yeah. We'll see if the Daredevils have anything up their sleeve, but it is not looking good. It is not looking good. Daredevil's falling one by one. Fire Falcon ready to go on his ult. They are just running the board with them right now. Absolutely running the board with them right now. Fire Falcon deciding to take his ult into the back line. Dude, this isn't fair. The poor Daredevils. The poor Daredevils, bro. Ult's coming down. TTV pops. I also has it. A bit of an overstack here, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. It's going to take some incredible coordination for the Daredevils to do anything against this. Literally insane levels of care needs to be taken for this. They just can't get anything, dude. By the time I'm able to get over to them on camera, they're dead. If they're engaged in combat at all, they're dead. They have ults. They maybe might try to do something. All right, here it comes. And there's the counter ult. They're so stuck, bro. They're so stuck, dude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he's alive for this long, man. Guang would never let his precious Luna lose. See, you would think that Luna would have won the support tournament, right? But no, she did not. She did not. She wasn't even like up on the list like Rocket. Like Rocket actually had a really high ending like win-loss ratio. Luna dropped off relatively quickly. Rokarp has ult, needs healing. He's able to grab it up. Pops the ult out to the rest of the crew. Volcanus has an ult ready to go. The Lunas are just walking this thing forward. I don't think the Daredevils have really even stopped this point barely once. Like, it's been road bumps, never a full stop. Volcanus keeps the team alive. All the Daredevils need to do is just hold them for 5 minutes. Surely that's possible with all of them dead right now. Gotta give it to them. Gotta give it to them. They're trying their damnedest. Oh, okay. Hold up, hold up. I might have spoke too soon. Hold up. Hold up. Daredevils. Getting ground. Maybe we spoke too soon. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, well, they actually did get a stop. I mean, that's something. That's got to count for something. Yeah, that's got to count for something. They at least slowed them down. This defensive point being very advantageous for them. Gong kicking his feet in the air, watching the Lunas dominate. Yeah. 4 minutes they have to withstand the wrath of a K-pop star. Daredevil's poor sensitive ears can't take it. There comes the ult. And that is it. Honestly impressed they got a stop on them at all. But no, that was extremely one-sided. Luna absolutely ran the board on the Daredevils, moving her on to being yet another contender in the potential rematch here. All right, moving on now. We're going to see Loki try his hand against the Daredevils, and this will be the last support that we will see here. We're moving on to one more tank in Venom, and then it is all the DPSs. If you were with us for the last game, do me a favor and cycle out. I'll get the prediction up here in just a second. Somebody's getting some free channel points here. New prediction going up right now. Thought Loki was next. Did I not say Loki? I said Loki and then Venom. My newest hit, A Dance with the Devil. Ha ha ha! Mods, they're head. Alright, let's randomize the teams here. Daredevil is going to be on offense this time. So team 2. Here we go. Team 2, your offense. Team 1, you are the Loki. Let's do this thing. Wait, please. Why am I waiting? Cool thing about Loki against Daredevil, Daredevil can always see the real Loki, which ones are the clones. Yeah. And then, like some guy said, there's going to be so much healing on the field. Mentioned mods. That was it. Oh, I see. All right. We had some people drop, so we have to recycle again. Sorry, folks. All right. Once again, Team 2, they're going to be the Daredevil. Team 1, Loki. Have we done Thor yet? Thor didn't get run because he already was in the grand finals. Yeah, Loki's biggest strength in the 6-stack is that he can just not die for 30 seconds. Expect not be banned from the stream. Nah. Oh, I don't typically ban for the puns, the fun of it. Listen, all of you are the court jesters. I'm the king, right? So it's your guys' job to be funny. Not my job, your job. Welcome to everybody who's here. A lot more people than we had on Saturday. Did not expect Monday to be a better viewership things, but I'm glad you're here. Get comfortable. Settle your butt on into the chair. Hit the sub or follow button or whatever. I don't want to be funny. You better. I will actually send my mods after you. Yeah. Saturday at MRC. Ah. True. All right, team's getting set up. We do have a Lord Loki. All right, here we go. Team's getting set up. All right, we are ready. Rune is going to completely nullify Daredevil's ultimate. Yes, it absolutely will. It absolutely will. But we might see the Daredevils be able to step in and, you know, shut down the runes before it actually gets too much value. But, I mean, there's going to be a lot of runes. We'll see. All right. Loki's going to be on the defense here. This time, the Daredevils are going to be on the offense. No healing ult. It's true. That is true. It's going to be Daredevil ult versus Daredevil ult. That's a good point. Yeah. It's going to be down just to the runes, to the major portion of healing.
Forgive me for what I am about to do.
Okay. Lokis are going to have plenty of time to set up their the clones. They're going to create a small army's worth of clones here. You know, I really have... You guys watch Taskmasters? You guys know what Taskmasters is? British TV show. It's very funny. I've always wanted to do a Taskmaster where I have just like a point filled with Loki clones and have one of them be real. Ban Daredevil or stuff like that and say, try to figure out who's who. Fastest wins. Anyway, here we go. Lokis. An army of them all set up and ready to go. Mystic missiles of green. Leveling the playing field as the Daredevils start to dive in. The Daredevils will have no issues figuring out who's who. The runes go down and it's all that's necessary to keep them from dying. Look at all of the stimuli here, dude. Look at this. Look at this, dude. This is crazy.
You're on my radar.
They're trying to suss it out who's who. That's really funny. They're sussing out who's who. They're taking their time to figure out who's the target by pinging them. Look at this. All right, Loki's a little overextended here. Still alive, though. Just the sheer splash damage of damage and healing. Loki may have been nerfed, but with literally over 18 of them. Do you need to release custom game mode options like in Overwatch? Oh, I'd be so down for that, dude. You wouldn't get me off this game. Like, actually. They're having such a hard time. Dude, these Daredevils are having such a hard time getting literally anything. Getting literally anything. They're getting just hard shut down. Hard shut down. One of the clones goes down. Small victories, you know. Widow's Size is just taking the time to clear out the clones one by one. You know, piece by piece, you got to do your part, right? It's like picking up the trash. Big damage, able to live. Get free cheese. Oh, stealing the health pack from Widow Thighs. They're just clone clearing, yeah. Which is unfortunate because the Lokis can definitely get clones down faster than they can kill them. There's a big chunk of them right here. They might be able to splash damage in. Just look at all these Lokis, dude. Look at this. It really just goes as a testament to show that anybody who beat Loki really was cooking something. Because, like, this is impressive. DPSs are going to have such a hard time against the Lokis. It feels like nothing has happened. There's still just an army of Lokis here. An army of them. And the splash damage is so intense. So intense. They need an answer. They need an answer quick. Thankfully, the answer might be in the form of an ult. Shocked Storm has an ult. Let's see if they can get any use out of it here. Problem. There it is. The problem is that the runes go down and all of the damage stops. Doubling, tripling down on the ults. Loki's grabbing the Daredevil ults themselves and showing them how it's really done. Egg Sniffer still waiting on his. Ultra does have an ult here. He's looking to try to suss out who's who. You can see him trying to figure it out. Pops down the ults. A lot of the runes should be on cooldown, but there's so much damage. There's so much damage. They're starting to put some pressure on the zone. Some of the runes are down. Spez pops down the ult, goes down immediately. Widow pops down ult, goes down immediately. This is not looking good for Daredevil, dude. This is really not looking good for Daredevil. They're just hitting a brick wall. An Asgardian brick wall. Ult comes down. And it doesn't matter. Get free cheese goes down. They cannot do anything, dude. They cannot do anything. Literally, as soon as you see them start to take damage, they die pretty much immediately thereafter. This is the longest we've seen any of them live. They're trying absolutely everything they can. Loki's doing better than Luna. Yeah, actually. Dude, like, you can't. You just can't. Absolutely, Loki is better off on defense. Absolutely. But, I mean, that's just a lot that was rolled for them. Just look at this, though. This is just oppressive. This is such a dominant victory. This isn't even close. Say what you want about them being on defense, dude. They are getting their ass absolutely kicked. This is absurd. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Loki actually humiliated Daredevil here. Once again, back into the running, rounding out the supports. Congratulations. And GG's. Yeah, just the Daredevils just could not do anything, bro. Despite the nerfs, Loki is still very strong. He moves on. Daredevil is not looking good. He has won, count them, 4 fights and lost every other match. Every other match he has lost. But, to be fair, that has all been the tanks and the supports. We have one last tank in the name of Venom before we move on to going into exclusively DPSs. He's only strong in 6 stack? Yeah, that's fair. X means they lost, right? Yes, that is correct. If you are with us for the last game, as per usual, cycle out. Yeah, everyone voted for Loki. The 3 people who voted Daredevil, I respect your commitment. You've got stronger faith than even Adam Warlock has in himself, which that dude is full of it. Cloak and Dagger lost. Cloak and Dagger moved on. So Cloak and Dagger have the Champions Trophy, which means that they are already in Grand Finals, so we're not testing them. All right, it's Venom time. You go ahead and get another prediction up here. Invis, no surprise, yeah. Luna dominated Daredevil and Loki did better than Luna. I know, dude. That was insane. That was actually insane. All right, I'm assuming everybody swapped up. Daredevil is going to be on the defense this time, so Team 1. Here we go. Oh. Team 2, you are the Venom. Let's see what you got. Black Widow won the DPS tournament? Yep. Push up. All right, fair enough. It's actually raining here in California once. It's very nice. We never get rain, so it's nice to actually have a gray, cloudy day. Was it Black Widow that won or her team? I mean, yes. That's kind of the same thing in this tournament. Eminem intensifies, yeah. Daredevil does good damage Good damage, good shields. Venom is the same, just with a huge health pool. Yeah, this one's going to be weird because they're pretty similar in terms of, like, damage profiles, right? I think Venom just has much better, like, burst sustain. I think Daredevil has better long-term sustain. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. We'll soon have enough burritos to make me 1v1. Could do that. They banned me. Ah, man. Who was the one that voted for it? Did anybody catch it? Gamerbean banned Venom. Alright. Boop. Alright. Somebody else can take a spot. There you go. Here we go. Let's give it a little second here because it seems to crash when we do it too quickly. Let everyone, you know, get themselves all situated here. Alright, we good? Alright, hopefully everyone's loaded. Hopefully don't crash. Take two. Venom can headshot damage. That's the only thing you might have an edge on. Maybe. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Because, like, I've seen situations where it's like, man, well, I just think Venom's winning. He's just got more health. But then, like, they actually get in there. It's like, oh, whoa, okay, wow. I didn't realize the Daredevils actually had that good a DPS. You know, like, it surprises me. We have reached triple digits on YouTube. Hello, viewers. What's up, everybody? You guys been enjoying the content? Enjoying the stream? I have 67 hours in Venom. I'm sad that I'm on the Daredevil team. It's probably a good thing. Venom technically has 3 health bars if you count his ultimates. I suppose so, but that's up way too infrequently. Venom also moves. It's been shown to make the difference. Yeah, that's fair. A run back is a pretty big deal. Having an entire team capable of running back. That is something that Daredevil's uniquely kind of bad at, is that his run back's not great. It's like Mr. Fantastic run back, you know? It's better than just walking, but it's not much better. Did you blow up on YouTube or something? Nah. 100 ain't that much, dude. Triple digits? That ain't that crazy. I'm happy to have them. But, like, if we suddenly jumped up to 4 digits, that's a pretty big spike. That's a pretty significant spike. Alright. Venom on offense. I think this is pretty even either way. It doesn't seem like Daredevil is particularly bad or good on either offense or defense. It seems like they're pretty just comfortable on both. You know what I mean? They've got tools for offense. They've got tools for defense. The sight passive definitely is better on defense. But the mobility helps them better off on offense. Lobby's lagging? Not for me. Well, I mean... Okay. All right. Venom's sharing a brain cell there for a second. Here we go. Diving in, looking for kills. Lots of damage coming out of the Daredevils. Whoa! Okay. Both teams taking heavy damage between each other. Heavy damage between each other. They're fortunately able to run back on Venom's team in order to get their health back pretty quickly. But that was, yeah, that's a good amount of damage. Holy crap. What a slide. Wow, that was clean. All right. They are really close to spawn point, though. That might just be the difference maker there. We'll see if Daredevil having them slightly further away is all that's needed. Big splash damage coming down. Oh, as he is focused fired and dead. More focus fire coming in here. They're brawling it out. Lots of spread out fights there, and one major fight happening as Rokarp has a tentacle on all of the Daredevils. The Daredevils are struggling to get anything right now. The Daredevils are struggling to get any ground right now. The damage is good, sure, but the Venoms can just simply refresh their health bar. It just doesn't matter. The Venoms continue to march the point. Unlike the Venoms, unlike Angela, the Venoms can swing back to catch up with them. True, yeah. Very close to taking this next zone, and that will be it. First checkpoint, no issues. Yeah, the Venom's ability to get back in and out of spawn quickly allows them to get their health back. All right, we're seeing ults start to pop on both sides. Damage being exchanged on both sides, but the Venom's continuing to come out on top. Most of the Daredevils are still down. They just can't get anything out here. They're just getting eaten alive out here, dude. As the Venoms continue to march it forward. Very little resistance. This Daredevil getting a little greedy. Joined with his friend. Popping down the ult, and he still gets away with it, dude. He still gets away with it. He's able to jump in. Basically 2v6. 2v6. And still get away with it. The Daredevils are popping their ults. They're trying to hold ground. They're holding their guard. But it just doesn't matter. They're so staggered. They are really staggered, it's true. But I just don't think it matters at all, bro. You're trying to slow down the process here if they can. Ults are ready to go. Siege has an ult. Toneless has an ult. Trying to get their health up right now. Some of them do have ults. Toneless pops it down and goes down immediately. Siege has the ult. Pops it out. It's decent damage, but the Venoms can just refresh their health bar immediately. It slowed them down, though. It has slowed them down a little bit. But I don't think it's been enough to stop them. Wow, literally on 1 HP Volcanus. Holy cow. Okay, grabs up the health and keeps rolling on. He's trying to get away, bro. Need a heal on Tart? Yeah, maybe. But, like, dude, this is so one-sided. Again, I don't think offense or defense mattered here at all. Like, if this was closer, maybe, right? That cart heal is not enough to make up for the absolute celestial level ass-kicking that Daredevil is receiving right now. Yeah, cart heal is just, that would not have mattered for the just atomic bomb versus coughing baby that we're seeing happening here. They've begun their aura farm phase. Yeah, just like the Daredevils are constantly on the back foot. Decent damage though. Can the Daredevils finally get something? Nope. The Venoms are able to easily escape. Alright, this is where the defense goes from generally having disadvantage to actually having a little bit of an advantage here because this respawn point is so close. They can funnel bodies a lot quicker. That Venom is literally standing still, dude. He's literally standing still. The Daredevils can't shut him down. Ult's coming out from Fresher Monkey. He's able to block the Venom's ult. Pretty smart. But not going to be able to block a second one. The anti-heal coming down here too. And he goes down. One after the other. They're at least stopping him though. Can they do more with it is the question. They're trying, dude. They're trying so hard. Trying to just put any pressure that they can on the zone. Anything that they can. But they're just getting annihilated out here. Just getting annihilated out here. There's so much Venom on the point. I think the Daredevils have gotten maybe like 6 or 7 kills total. Okay, ult's coming down as Toneless is trying to clear up. trying to do what he can to stall out the point for the rest of his team, but it's not going to matter. And it's GG. Yeah, no. Offense or defense would not have mattered there. The Venoms won so dramatically. So dramatically. It's a cool MVP. I think one of my favorites. All right, congratulations to Venom. You join the rest of the ranks as one of the heroes capable of taking down Daredevil in a 6-stack. But now it is time for the DPSs to make themselves known. We've seen them go up against pretty much everything else. We're going to go ahead and actually start out here with Wolverine, as he's not on this list, but he is technically meant to be here. I'm going to put Wolverine at the top, so not Black Panther just yet. All right, Wolverine. You get your predictions up, everybody. Some people bet it on Daredevil. That's interesting. Yeah, it's just, I think that's just one of those things that on paper, Venom's just kind of just a better Daredevil in a lot of ways. You know? And the utility that Daredevil offers just does nothing for him. Alright, it's Daredevil versus Wolverine. I'll get another prediction up in just a second. 10K on Iron Fist last time was not enough. Yeah. All right, if you're with us last game, cycle out. Let me know if anybody in here. Me, you, Jeff, Tic-Tac-Toe. Okay, we'll grab that. Remind me at the end of the stream, Storm. We'll do a Jeff Tic-Tac-Toe. Is Nitro okay? You know, I've seen worse. All right. This time, Daredevil is going to be on offense, so Team 2. Here we go. All right, there you go. There's your teams. Let's do this. I've actually seen Nitro have worse ping. Bruh. You cannot be serious. 1,000 ping. All right, this one is going to be the first test of the waters here, right? We're going to actually get to see if Daredevil has a fighting chance against the DPS. He's been more or less swept by this point by the others' roles, losing only 4 matchups. Only 4 matchups, or I should say win. He only won 4 matchups. The other group lost only 4 matchups. He's been absolutely getting his ass kicked, but does the DPS, is that the one that switches it up? Let's see. Oops, wrong screen. Wrong music. You're running the entire roster of the stream? I'm going to try to. We're going to see. It is going to be Daredevil on offense on a convergence map here. Think more of the DPS lose against Daredevil, yeah. It would be very interesting if we came to find out that Daredevil is meant to exclusively be designed to counter other DPSs, right? Like he's a not tank that is designed to, you know, be the shutdown to people who are also, you know, like himself, DPSs and such, right? Okay, you don't have to do Jeff Tic-Tac-Toe. I just wanted a cool message. All right. Twin on Wolf. You've been a really coordinated team. Yeah. See? Animalistic roar. Somebody's playing Maroon 5. I hear it. The video of this is going to be interesting. The video of this is going to be really interesting. Daredevil winning against tanks was kind of cool. Just Venom was ridiculous. Yeah, like most of the tank fights were pretty close, right? Even the ones that Daredevil won, they were pretty close. But then there was just some that just got swept. Here we go. Wolverines don't really have great positioning here. Like, there's not really, like, a good spot for them to stand on, per se. The Daredevils are moving out. They got line of sight. They're biting at, they're chomping at the bit. They gotta, the Daredevils have got to stay patient here. They can't overcommit. They can't overcommit. Wolverines trying to see if they can get anything they can. Daredevil definitely has better damage against other squishy targets, whereas Wolverine suffers a little bit. Currently, Daredevil proving to be a very good Wolverine counter. Very good Wolverine counter, as they cannot stand their ground. Daredevil waltzing into the point, basically unopposed. Fully capping zone. It basically took them as long as to reach from their spawn to the zone for them to cap it. Not too surprising, though, as Wolf is pretty bad against other DPSs. Man said Wolf counter. I mean, true, right? That's fair. That's valid. Every DPS counters Wolf. I'm just hoping the Wolf gets some ground here, right? We don't want a total blowout. He only does one thing, and he doesn't even do that well sometimes. Ooh. Ooh. Man, Wolf's so bad this season. Yeah. It just feels like everything else got better around him, right? It's not that Wolf got worse, it's just everything else got better around him. This will be a long section of the video, yeah. I'm probably going to skip through a fair portion of the fights and just be like, alright, Daredevil whooped Wolverine's ass. Kind of not surprising. UV popping down ults. Sergeant Care Bear popping down the ults. The Wolves can't do anything about him. They're trying to turn and run. They've got him booked into spawn here. Dude, the Wolverines are dying left and right. Just look at the top left. Left and right, they are dying, bruh. They just cannot get anything, these poor Wolves. These absolute just cannot do anything. Alright, Widow Thighs popping down an ult. This part is good for a YouTube short. Real. Dude, they're like, how many Wolf deaths have we seen? Or Daredevil deaths? We've seen three Daredevil deaths in this entire game thus far. Oh no, the bridge. 7 minutes is embarrassing AF. Yeah, they're getting just cleaned out, bruh. Cleaned out. Like, they could just splash down damage. Alright, that's a decent hit. Jeffrey pops down ults. Doesn't get a whole lot. Ult comes down here from the Daredevil. They're all struggling. They're all struggling. Oh, dude. Even with ults, it just doesn't matter. Even with ults, the Wolverines just can't do anything. Just hit him with a stick. Ult's coming down from Kay's Elmo. Oh, he goes down. Real optimistic. They're getting slowed down a little bit, mostly just because the spawn point is so close here. Eviament does have an ult. Fire Falcon trying to keep himself alive here. Grabs a kill. Why not another? Why not another? Eviament pops down the ult. Bullying them in spawn. Kind of necessary here if they want to push that payload. So close. Less than a meter remains. Wolverines have got to come up with something to shut this down. Something to shut this down. Sergeant Care Bear pops down an ult. And that is it. I would say GG, but that would require there to be a G to begin with. Wolverine gets clapped. by the blind man with a stick. EPO's already Centurion on Daredevil. Damn. Finally a Daredevil win. Yeah, first Daredevil win in a very long time. Is this the time that Daredevil actually starts to get some W's? We'll put a... Oh, here, let me... I've got a Wolverine thing, right? Hold up. I've got a sticker out here. Let me find this. Rivals, this one, bottom. Yeah, here it is. I'll just throw this on the screen. Boop. There you go. And then I'll move it down right there. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. First W in a long time. All right, next up, it is Black Panther versus Daredevil. Been on the wrong side of the absolute curb stomp 3 times now. I'm so sorry. And it does look like we do indeed have a crash here, folks. So give me just a second. I'm just going to quickly reboot. You'll barely notice that we're down. What's up, Emons? Black Panther, Blade, Winter Soldier, Hela, Torch, Namor, Moon Knight, Magic, Iron Man, Iron Fist, and Storm. Are you talking... That's your prediction? What's actually causing your crashing? It is literally just Rivals. It is just that Rivals is not built correctly. That's it. Against Black Panther, Devil definitely wins. Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing a turnaround here. I think we're going to start seeing Daredevil win more games. 3 Crash Bandicoots. Oh, yes. Let me get the other Crash Bandicoot up here. You're so right. Boop. There you go. Second Bandicoot. Third Bandicoot, actually. Alrighty. There we go. All right. Let me go and get the predictions up, by the way. Mantis won pretty well. Luna did twice as good as Mantis. Loki did twice as good as Luna. You in the video, make sure you get my good side for the Luna footage. How to resend this because I think it's something you'd like. Honestly, that's a pretty good summary. I might do that. I'll probably just point people at the stream and be like, literally nobody voted for Wolf. There was 11 people on 2.6 thousand channel points. 0 of them were on Wolf. All right. Well. New prediction. Yeah, I might just direct people to go watch the VOD footage because it's like, dude, I could show you the game, but it's just gonna be just like me going, wow, they sure are getting their ass kicked for like 5 minutes. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and randomize the teams. Let's see. Last time they were on offense, so this time they're going to be defense. All right. Daredevil is team 1. Black Panther is team 2. This is Black Panther's best chance. Here we go. Volcano's played. We'll let him slide this time, but not next time.
I'm putting this to save my spot for Iron Fist.
All right, you got it, friend. Just make sure you remind me. Me on BP. Oh, on no, not my worst hero. Yeah. No domination yet. Yeah, surprisingly, no domination. I do think that the rule is pretty good, though, because when we're seeing a team get steamrolled, which is basically what the domination rule is, it's loosely the same amount of time as 1 domination point. Like 3 minutes, which is about 1 domination point. Ah, the rain is lovely. So nice to have some precipitation. Participation of precipitation. Daredevil's definitely an anti-dive. Does not matter when all 6 attack at once. So I think Daredevil not having to get through 6 1600 HP health bars. Yeah. Why do you even have bans on? Because I cannot turn them off. Every question you have, like, wow, that's really dumb. You shouldn't do that. I can't. There's no other options. Choose the map. I can't. Turn off competitive. I can't. Or rather, turn on competitive. I can't. Turn off bans. I can't. Volcanus has played the last 4 games. Can anybody verify that? Because that's worthy of a block. Why is your name Meeson777? Because when I was young, I was very full of myself. And I thought, man, I'm so awesome. I'm so awesome that I need a new word for how awesome. That it is uniquely me. So thus, I am Meeson. I'm still pretty full of myself. Fans are there to show hatred towards certain characters. Yeah. Think you can in tournament rooms? Maybe, but it's an arcade mode. Like, you can turn them on and off when the competitive mode is turned on. You can actually set how many bans you want. But, yeah, we're in an arcade mode, so I don't think it works like that.
I forged my sword with my very soul. There's no spell.
One game, not one. See, now, if I was an evil streamer, I'd say... Oh, man, this just sounds scummy just even thinking about it. Well, you've got to throw your money into the cause. Show your penance. But I will take your word for it. Just sit out for 2 games, okay, bud? All right. Black Panthers in position. Here we go. Daredevils are absolutely going to see them coming, but that's not really much of a concern here. It's a matter of damage. Can the team damage? Black Panther's definitely more of a skill check, so we're going to see if these players are actually half decent at Daredevil or Black Panther. Currently, it's actually kind of close. What is happening? Actually getting some kills here. The Daredevils are just kind of holding point, but they're dying left and right. Was the 6 stack of BPs enough to get over the anti-dive that Daredevil inherently has? They're going to have to come up with something here. This is why you ban BP, yeah? That they're definitely having, like, I did not expect this to be the Black Panther taking the victory, at least the early lead, I should say. Yeah, the Daredevils are struggling. What is happening right now? This wasn't in the script. Hold up. This wasn't in the script at all. Daredevil's supposed to take this one. What is happening? They're just marching this zone. I'm shocked. BP is permabanned in all comp matches platin up. Yeah, you never see him. Especially not with the team ups now. Pressure Monkey trying to get up and over. I think he might be stuck. All right, he's figured himself out. Missing some of his combos here. Grabs a kill. Pressure Monkey finally getting some grounds here on the rest of the Black Panthers. As we've seen when we were doing testing, Daredevil uniquely struggles against the Black Panther for his blocking mechanics. Because the Black Panther just kind of ignores it because he crosses through him. Yeah, but this is shocking to see the Black Panthers taking such an insane lead. This is really weird. Because it's very clear that Daredevil's designed to counter this exact thing. And the Black Panthers are having virtually no trouble. Virtually no trouble clearing them out. Real Optimal secures 2 kills. Fast Chosen throwing down damage where they can. The Daredevils are super staggered. I'm gonna go broke. Daredevils need to attack together. Yeah. Ult's coming down here. Storm's trying to clear him out. Very much trying to clear him out. The Daredevils do have ults now. Oh, shuts down a Bast's. Okay, all right. The Daredevils are starting to get dug in. Oh, real optimal grabs up 2. Yeah, for some reason, Black Panther's ult just goes through the shield, the guard. Like, blocking doesn't do anything against it. It's very odd. It's one of the things that we found one of the most unusual in our testing. Okay, Black Panther's continuing to move. Oh, that was they're looking around. Okay, Mof pops down an ult. Oh, is able to shut down one of the Black Panther ults between the 2 of them. Okay. Pressure monkeying having a grand old time, damaging the wall, and goes down in the process here. Ooh, big hits. Okay. But the Black Panther's continuing to march this zone. Continuing to march this zone. They've got to do something about this. Black Panther all pretty tagged. Big splash coming in. We're starting to finally see the Daredevils actually get stopped. Or stopping the Black Panthers there. They're barely holding on to zone. Daredevils barely holding on to the zone here. They're continuing to drop, though. There's just so much damage so quick. Get free cheese. Pops down ult. But goes down almost immediately. And the cart moves. Black Panther having absolutely no trouble against the Daredevil. What was supposed to be his counter. The world is upside down. I'm just stalling at this point. I suck at this. Yeah. Oh, one little devil sitting there stalling. Yeah. That was really funny. Real optimal. Got ult. Looking for the backline. What's wrong with that prediction? Yeah. Yeah, they can't hide at all, though. There's no hiding from Daredevil. That's a lot of damage. Real optimal goes down. That's chosen. Set up in position. Potentially to pop down ult. But he's taking lots of hits. He goes down. Looks like the Black Panthers are getting a little big in their britches. And a little too bold as they're dropping left and right now. The Daredevil's finally starting to get them down. Ooh. Okay, Daredevil's starting to lose ground here again. The point continues to move. Daredevil stalling a bit. Real optimal pops down ult. Only really getting one off the spear. Another tags. Lots of tags coming in. The Daredevil still lives. Ult coming down, and it does not matter. Oh! Fast Chosen gets a quick double, shutting down the Daredevil ults before going down himself. The Daredevils have to stop it right here, right now, if they want to prevent any further damage. Oh, a low HP ult pop. Mega cool fella also popping down the ults, though. The point continues to march. The ult goes down and just immediately gets shut down. He can barely get his Screamo out. Another ult coming in here. Volcanus trying to hold ground. The just getting absolutely mollywopped. I hate the Black Panthers, bro. And that is it. Wow. I did not see that going that way. I fully expected Daredevil to just sit Black Panther on his ass. But we have taken the exact opposite, it seems. As Black Panther takes the game. fact they went 23-3 on my worst character show how unfair that matchup was. Yeah, that was surprising. I'm probably gonna look at these votes here, and I'm gonna see that most people did not expect Black Panther to take the W there. But here we are. They take the W. Yeah, I got your gambling. Yeah, addicts. Give me a sec. Please don't crash. Here we go. Yeah, wow. Pretty much everyone voted Daredevil here. That's interesting. I would have voted right alongside there. Right along with you. All right. If you were with us for the last 2 games, please stay out. Volcanus, please stay out for 2. Get a new prediction up here. Next up, we are going to see Blade versus Daredevil. I'll get the predictions up here in just a second. Go ahead and join on in. I call lack of knowing how to use him. You see, but that argument could have been easily made on the Black Panther side as well. And that argument is always going to be made. Because no one ever plays the hero you want to win right. That's just how it works. I just lost everything. I would never financially recover from this. We have to redeem ourselves, yeah. Alright, we got everybody. Jenny Nitro is back. Alright. This time, Daredevil's going to be on team 2. Blade's going to be on team 1. There's your teams. Here we go. Going to Burn It T'Challa. Finally a domination map. Will we actually get to see the domination rule come into play? Mason, when you spectate me, don't be alarmed. My scroll down as the Fury using move. That's not weird. I have one of them like gaming mouses, right, with all the buttons on it. Like not the crazy amount of buttons, but you know, more buttons than a normal mouse. And I use that for my abilities because I don't like using keyboard for abilities. A 1v1, so many Daredevils. If that is BPN 1, I don't think they would have won in 6v6. Yeah? How has the content been, everybody? By the way, for all my wonderful viewers of YouTuber. Has been good? Has been maybe better? Like to get into the next few rounds, or is it set people for this tournament series? It is whoever comes, first come, first serve. Donos guarantee a spot, but it is first come, first serve.
Pick your hero.
Same, I don't use shift, use front side mouse button. Yeah. Think Daredevil wins this one? You better be bet. Oh, you're YouTube. I was gonna say. You're Twitch. Twitch gets to gamble. Amazing content, goated. Okay, all right. Stinky red app. Cinema. All right, okay. Views have been pretty good lately, so it seems to echo your sentiments. Okay. Great. Truly wish one of these. This could be one of those tournaments where you have to sign up for. And everyone has to fight everyone, and it's based on how many they win, etc. Yeah, the problem is I'm trying to get an average reading, and average players are mixed. Some are good, some are bad, some are somewhere in between. Right? What is happening over here? That's the skin. Interesting. That's in diamond form. It's kind of cool. All right, here we go. Radical, you need to switch heroes, my guy. Brother. We had a Jeff. One second, everybody. I gotta go put the shark down. Boop. And, alright. Well, he removed himself. He will not be welcomed back. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, don't worry. If he comes back, he won't be welcomed back. There's literally one job. Make everyone else wait for you. It's very rude. I'd actually be curious to see how much time was wasted collectively there. Because if that was, let's say, a minute, and there's 100 viewers, you just wasted 100 minutes. I was looking forward to a Dom match, too. Me, too. We could try recycling if we can get it, but it's not necessarily the most likely thing. Yeah, between about 100 plus viewers, Radical just wasted 200 minutes that no one will be able to get back. I was laying in bed last night staring up at the stars and I had to ask, where the heck did my roof go? It's a good one. Great first impression. Yeah, that's solid. Good entry, good entry. JFK would have been a terrible boxer. Not enough head movement. Give bro mod. Give him bro. Give him VIP or some shit. Yeah. All right, here we go. 1,000 cuts versus a very metal screamo devil. This map will always have bad memories for me now.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
If I could bring law and order to the 8th city, I can do it here too.
Metal versus metal. True, true. How did you decide where Daredevil was going to go in the tournament? It's just if he can win half of his matches, will allow him to compete in the tournament. It's not looking good for him right now, though. All right. Blade v Daredevil. Some of the newest heroes on the block. Fighting it out. Let's see what they got.
You're on my radar.
Block versus block. Daredevil clearing out the blades currently. They look like they were a little caught off guard by the sheer aggression of the Daredevils. Good gracious. Holy cow. That was a little intense. Daredevils or blades are trying to make their way back in now. Decent damage, but it is not enough. Let's try this getting cleaned out over here, bro. Console player selected. Alright. Yeah, Daredevil easily securing this first zone. Easily securing this first zone. Maybe we surrender. Boo. That's quitter talk. I'm gonna back and grab some heals here. Blade is mad underwhelming. He's good when he can get somebody alone. Right? Daredevil having absolutely no trouble with him right now, though. Absolutely no trouble with him right now.
It was a
It's really interesting to see who wins against Daredevil. Like, I keep expecting, like, I kind of expected Blade to sort of have this one. But no. Daredevil easily holding them down without any trouble. Is it Daredevil versus every duelist or every hero? Every hero. We've gone through all the other heroes, so it's only duelists now. Okay, some of the ults are ready to go and on deck. Shocked pops out the ult. They're pushing them so far back into spawn, they're going into the wrong spawn. Played with a rank 1 Blade before. Said he might give up on the character. That's rough. Damn, that's rough. Ult's coming down from Evilment. Literally just has him blocked up in spawn right now.
On the hunt.
Okay. Blade's starting to get some ground on them here. Starting to get some ground on them. The Daredevils might have been a little too aggressive. Running back to grab some heals. Sergeant Care Bear pops on the ult. A decently placed one, too. Enemy Daredevil ult coming down. Sergeant Care Bear trying. Ends up securing the kill and is beat down from the backside. Another ults come out from Nitro and Widow's Thighs. They are starting to get a hold here. They are starting to get a hold on the zone here. Going down in the process again. Okay, ult's coming down here. Ooh, TTV wastes a bit of his Blade ult there. That's rough. Another ult coming from Blade. Doesn't get a lot with it, though, unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah, does not get a lot of it. And... oh! Okay, a couple of the ults. That is the point. They're so far pushed up, we haven't even really seen the payload this entire game. Because they're so far pushed up that they're just beating the Blades back in spawn. Just making their suffering go on longer because this turtle is going even slower. The only time I see Blade is that stupid Blade Venom Hella Namor comp where they just stack anti-heal. Yeah. Lifesteal versus Overshield. Yeah, it's true. It's true. EVM in popping down ults. Able to do a good job of holding down this spawn here. It really is starting to feel like Daredevil is a brawler hero that is designed to counter other brawler heroes. It's going to be really interesting to see, like, Mr. Fantastic and Magic against him. That's going to be the fight I'm most interested in seeing. Because that's been the trend thus far, and I'm curious if it sticks up to a hero that are generally considered better, like Magic, or a hero that's a little underappreciated in my book, like Mr. Fantastic. Think that Blade is a bottom feeder hero? Or a B-1 tier hero? Oh, B to A tier. Oh, I see. I see Blade as like a bottom of B tier kind of hero, personally. He's got some options. Magic wins against Daredevil. I'm a Magic man and never losing a 1v1. Okay, but what about a 6v6? Best survivability of the brawlers. Are you going to say that? Are you going to look me in the eye and say that Daredevil has a better... Wow, that was a huge ult out of Widow Thighs. Holy crap. Holy crap. Hold up. Hold up. My yapping. I need to shut up for a second. Oh, but that's a lot of damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, ult's coming down. Give me the camera. Damn it.
I had you covered this time.
Anyway, you're going to look me square in the eyes and tell me that Mr. Fantastic does not have better survivability than Daredevil. You're really going to tell me that right now? I like Blade. Just feels like he needs to do so much good. So much to do good, yeah. Oof. Running back. Shook Artist. Grabbing up his heals. Alright. Daredevil very close to winning out this game. Slowed down a lot more than I think what we thought. Another ult coming down. Oh, most of the Daredevils drop. Only 3 remain. But they trade pretty evenly with the blades here. Another bites the dust. That looks like this is going to be it. Blade needs another buff. I actually think his ult should be a one and done. Like, it should just be one big, like, 300 points of damage. Causes a big anti-heal, and that's it. I think that would just work much better for him. All right. Daredevil takes the game. Congratulations to Daredevil. Yeah, I actually thought that'd be a lot closer, but here we are. Yay, my first win, yeah? All right, let me go over here. Congratulations to Daredevil for finally securing up a victory. Shutting down Blade. He does have a higher win rate against the DPSs so far. Like, he's only lost 1. That's 66% win-loss ratio right now. All right, once again, if you're with us last time, please cycle out. Get a new group in here. Give me just a second while y'all are getting set up. This game, we're going to see Winter Soldier versus Daredevil. 2 anti-dive heroes. One with more range, one with more shields. Give me just a second, y'all. Be right back. All right. We are back. Daredevil wins, obviously no contest. You thinking so, huh? Let's get a new prediction up here. All right, so let me go ahead and randomize the teams here. This time around, Daredevil's going to be on defense, so team 1. So that means team 2, you're going to be Winter Soldier. Here we go. Daredevil wins this one. You think it's so, huh? I don't know, man. Winter Soldier's kind of scary. When the stream ending, we got some time. All right, Daredevil on defense. Winter Soldier on the offense here. Just wait until they give Bucky's red orb thing the blindness effect. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I think this is pretty even, honestly. I'd say these heroes are probably the most similar in terms of their goals, right? Both heroes are DPS heroes designed to counter dive, right? At least that's what we thought until we saw 6 Black Panthers, but, you know, on paper at least. Well, the difference here is that Daredevil is more of a pseudo-tank, whereas Winter Soldier's just more pure brawl. I'm on the receiving end of an ass whooping again. Maybe. It's only if you let it. How has Daredevil fared against the Flyers? He has only encountered... Has he? Hold up. No, I was going to say, he hasn't encountered Ultron because he's already put into the grand finals.
Heroes could make all the difference.
Daredevil being able to block Bucky ult is so good for this. That's true. Yeah. Musa not always there. What? What are you talking about? Two Lord Bucky's, two Lord Winter Soldiers. Yeah. Makes sense. He's a pretty popular hero. All right. The devil is in the defense. Do you think Daredevil's going to get nerfed next season or sooner? I don't... As it stands, I would have said yes. I would have said I think he's probably going to get his overshield turned down and his ult charge turned down. I think those are the two things they're going to target. But now that I'm kind of seeing him lined up against the other heroes, like, I grant you, this is a 6-stack tournament. It's not like the most, you know, tournament legal or competitively available thing. I actually think Daredevil might need a little buff. All right, here we go. Winter Soldiers rolling out. Definitely better for the Winter Soldiers to be on offense from the Daredevil's point of view. They won't be able to continue to throw in damage here on the defense. The Devils definitely know that they're here. That's a lot of damage in a very short window of time. Letting out multiple shots. Okay, as Winter Soldier in a bit of an exchange here. Back and forth. Whoa, 3 dead, 3 dead. Both teams. Oh my gosh, all of the Winter Soldiers are dead. All of them are dead. What a crazy hold out of the Daredevils here. I thought for sure they were losing. But then they just got beat down. Damn. Okay. Winter Soldier's trying to get a little tricky with it. Oh, but 2 fall out the map. Uh-oh. Bubbo in a position here to potentially get some big splash damage. Those are some big hits. Those are some big hits. He is 2v1ing pretty effectively right now, finally going down.
I see you.
Daredevils have mostly regained their footing here. Big damage on a group there, but he goes down. That was a really good use of the ricochet. That pull, that grapple is a major problem for the Daredevils. Oh, Daredevil's struggling. He's struggling. He gets 1, but he's 4v1. Bubbo. Oh. Care Bear in a bad way. Does he try to stall at the point? Doesn't quite get what he's looking for there. It looks like they're yielding the point. It looks like they're not trying to contest it further. Just getting some chip damage and pulling out. Probably for the best there. Probably for the best. Armed and Dangerous comes down. It looks like it was blocked. The Buckies, 3 of them still surviving, begin to push the point. Okay. All right. Yep. The Buckies march the point forward as the Daredevils are forced to rearm and re-engage.
Health. I needed that.
Hope he's saucing up the Daredevil, yeah. Couple stray shots, stray battles here and there. Relatively even on the battles here. Mega Cool pops ults and gets nothing with it. Daredevil ult cleans out. The 2 of them stacked on top of each other. 1,200 damage total. Armed and Dangerous comes down. He's able to block it. Goes down in the process. Another Armed and Dangerous comes out. Oh, but he's living. Fresher Monkey going crazy right now. Oh, finally goes down, but that was a huge amount of value. This is actually pretty close. Ult comes down. Widow's Thighs just immediately drops, though. It is not good enough. Daredevils are really split up right now, as most of the Buckies are relatively with each other. Ult comes down. Ult comes down. But the blocks. Grabs a kill. Grabs another. Toothless. He still has ult. He still has ult. Sorry, Toneless. Wow. Toneless with 6 resets. It really is coming down to which team can get the initial pick. Whoever gets the initial pick seems to be winning. Oh, 7th reset. No way. Finally flubs it on the last. Finally flubs it on the last.
We make a good team.
All right, the Daredevils have got to reconvene. They've got to reconvene here. Most of their team is so all over the place. They're so far in the back here. This is not what they want. They've got to find a way to stop them. They've got to find a way to stop them here. Jeffrey grabs a kill. Gets some more damage. He's very lit. Oh, barely makes it. That was crazy. Oh, reflects the headshot back. That was actually pretty dope. That was pretty dope. I'll give him that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Another. Call me Toothless. Hey, look. Dyslexic. I saw T-O and my brain went, yep, that's Toothless.
You're on my radar.
The dragon, yes. It should be, yeah. Ooh, Daredevil's dropping left and right. Bucky's surprisingly having a little issue on this later half of this map here. Struggled a little bit at first, but the Daredevils are just not grouped up enough. Ult comes down from Mega Cool. Oh, wasted ult from the Daredevil. Fresher Monkey looking to see if he can get any value off of this ult. Does not really get it, but it does not matter. Storm also ready to go on ult. Pops it out. Grabs a kill. Grabs a second kill. Devil coming down with the ult. Doesn't matter. They've got to stop the point right here, right now. A few meters away. Devil ult coming down. Another Daredevil ult coming down. It's now or never for the defense. They are able to get them off the point as most, if not all, the Buckies go down. Damn. They're all sent back to the respawn screen to have a nice little chat with Galacta before sending back out. Daredevil has to hold for a full 3 minutes. Get such a good pad of Daredevil wins, yeah. Little Thighs has ult. Care Bear also ult, ready to go. Oh, the hook. Oh, big damage. Holy cow. Holy cow. They're all dead again. They're all dead. Where was this the entire game?
All patched up.
This is insane. This match is insane. It is so one and then the other. Bipolar ass match, bro. Sergeant Care Bear is still chilling on the ult. Oh, try to pull someone off. One of the Daredevils actually goes off in the process. Oh, that was one of their ults. Oh, the respawn for the Bucky. Grabs a kill. Widow's dies. Grabs another. 7 HP remaining. Sergeant Care Bear running back has the ult. The point continues to march. A lot of the Buckies will reset, though. It is a scrap battle. 3 meters left. Ult comes down, forcing them to fully retreat. It was a heavy expense, though. That one Bucky almost got all the way to the end. That was very, very, very close. Holy cow, dude. No ults on either team. Soon to have them on the Bucky side, though. No, not sure what Fresher Monkey's doing. Oh, mega cool with the ult. Grabs 2, but does not get the ult refresh. 1 meter. No meters, and that is it. Damn. What a close game, bro. What a close game. Honestly, this is one of those games that absolutely could have gone either way. Absolutely could have gone either way. Yo, Storm on Xbox going crazy with the 5-piece, most damage dealt. That was insane. Yeah, I like maybe more skilled Daredevils would have had that there. But very close. When is stream ending? We're going to try to get through all of these here. So maybe a while. We don't know. All right. But that means that yet another hero takes a W on Daredevil. Grant you a close one, a close match. But that is an official Daredevil loss that we have to recognize there. Give me a more skilled team and we clear. It was really close. Like, I saw both on the Bucky side and on the Daredevil side some really questionable plays. I think you guys had a pretty equal amount of winners and losers, if that makes sense. My first streak was naughty. It was very good, yeah. So, yeah, very close game. I definitely could see that going either way. That would be one of those ones that would be interesting to see in, like, a normal team environment. Because I think Daredevil has the edge on Bucky slightly. But that does seem like a skill check situation there. So, anyway, very good game. I will get the predictions here in just a second. Here we go. We are back. I had a crash. I apologize for that. You guys didn't even notice that there was a crash, huh? Right. Yeah, this time around we are playing Hawkeye into the Daredevil. I'll get your predictions here. Mostly voted for the Bucky. Pretty close. Pick one for a team up with Bucky. Luna, Namor, or Hulk. Ooh, Hulk's gonna be so boring though. Hulk's team ups are always do more damage. Right? Like the BP one's the first time that it was actually something different. Namor? What would even Namor's be? Maybe for like the ult? Luna doesn't need a good team up. All of these are kind of bad, honestly. I don't like any of these. Bandicoot? No, you guys didn't even notice. No, fine. I'll get a Bandicoot. 4 Bandicoots. The team is which? I will swap them up here in just a second. So, team... Let's see. Bucky was on offense last time, so team 2 is going to be Daredevil. Here we go. Team 2 is Daredevil. Team 1, you are playing Hawkeye. Here we go. Make one inverted, please. I'd have to make a whole... Like, OBS is weird. It doesn't let you do it on an item-per-item basis. It just applies it to the whole thing. So I'd have to get a separate Bandicoot for that. Make one big or something, yeah. I'm not picky. You just want one of them to be different. One of them to be a special little snowflake. Alright. Wisdom with Misum. One of the most comforting things in life is actually knowing that you aren't special. And what I mean by that is that your struggle, your experiences, are likely not new. At least in the broad stroke of things. I miss gambling. Oh yeah, did I get the gambling up? 1 second. There's your gambling. Anyway, that applies in situations where it's like, gosh, I'm really struggling with this particular thing, or I'm really suffering because of this particular thing, or I wish I had some guidance on this particular thing. Likely somebody else has already been there. I get to flex my Lord Hawkeye for once. Oh, I wanted to, I see. After this match, can we do a 1v1 because I have school tomorrow? I'd have to do it at the end of the stream. I'm trying to keep this as condensed as possible for the editor. So if you can't do it at the end of the stream, maybe we'll catch me at the start of next stream. No one votes Hawkeye. This is going to be a weird one. These are pretty much polar opposites here. Back to Kun Lun. Daredevil again on offense here. Another round on Daredevil on offense on this map. Okay. Hawkeye is definitely better set on defense for this map. We'll see how this goes. If we win, you just get the same amount of money back. If we lose, then we just lose our money. It's a net loss. Oh, so you're saying gambling's a bad idea? Nobody could have ever told me gambling's dumb. People are having a grand time readying themselves for combat here. All right, let's see what the Hawkeyes can do.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Okay, targets have been acquired.
Heads up, back guys.
Some tags, some damage.
You look like you could use a hand.
Okay, they're taking down some kills.
Hack and slash.
Hawkeye's holding ground right now. Oh, a good leap at a skeleton. Grabs a kill with the explosive arrows. Very nice. Shook artist. Trying to run it out. Goes down in the process here. That might be a Daredevil cap. Very difficult to do without healers. That first offensive point. Hexa? Oh, damn. Ski with a Hexa kill, apparently. Daredevil has to win, yeah? Okay. Hawkeye struggling on the defense. Losing first point. Yeah, they're having a very hard time holding ground. Very hard time holding ground here. Can they break anything out?
If we bring him this tablet, maybe Shola will finally listen.
Right on top of him, but that push back does help a lot. Giving him some space that he needs. The damage that they can punch out in close quarters is way more effective on the Daredevils. However, the combined fire of the Hawkeye is actually kind of doing something here. They just need to be able to land their shots. They're able to get a couple kills, but they suffer heavy casualties in the process. Heavy casualties in the process. I feel like should have bet 50 on Hawkeye just for the chance that I could have gotten a massive payout. Yeah. Then generally, I think that's the smart thing. Like an inconsequential amount of cash. Okay. Some of the Hawkeyes are soon to have ults. Daredevils are soon to follow as well. Most of the Daredevils, unless they're already on top of them, won't be within range of their ults. Oh, barely living, grabbing some health. Huge moves out of Roadcarp here. Huge moves out of Roadcarp. Oh, and cleans up a kill in the process as well. Excellent bobbing and weaving. Roadcarp just clearing them out in the back line before finally going down. TTV trying to get some shots off. Doesn't quite land it. It's so much calmer on the Hawkeye team. Meanwhile, on the Daredevil team, it's freaking Spam McKenzie. Okay, ult's coming down. Taze Elmo has ult. Okay, ult's coming out from Roadcarp. Gamer grabs up a kill. Ski also ready to go on ult. Ski actually secured up a Hexa kill earlier in this tournament, or in this game, I should say. Okay, Hawkeye popping out the ult. Cleans up 3 cheese. Oh, cleans up Gamer as well. Ooh, nice little triple out of Fire Falcon. Shook Artist popping out the ult as well. forcing the Daredevils to actually stay back a bit. Lots of kills coming out of the Hawkeyes here. Ooh, this has been pretty effective. Okay, these ults actually meaning quite a bit. If I feel like garbage at school, I'm blaming you. You can just wait till the next stream, bruh. You don't have to do it this stream. Okay, ult's coming down. Oh, grabs a meaty headshot, TTV. Pushing him back. Oh, Blood said sit down. Open your mouth. The Daredevils actually getting pretty well stopped here. The cart marches, but with nobody on it. It is literally just that the grace of the Hawkeyes that they're allowing this to move at all. Shock Storm pops out the ult, forces a bit of a run back. Way overly aggressive here. The Daredevils are starting to get their feet underneath them, though. This isn't looking good. If most of the Hawkeyes have gone down, they got to get to point. You know, that was closer than I think what everyone thought. I think everyone thought Hawkeye was about to get this ass absolutely kicked, but you know what? He actually held at that last point. It wasn't a complete and total domination. All right. Congratulations to Daredevil. He takes yet another game and secures yet another X to place on a new victim. Congratulations, congratulations, Hawkeye. Yet again, sent to the losers. All right, next up, Hela versus Daredevil. If you're with us last game, cycle out. Go ahead and join on in if you are new. Got some messages here. Dentist office telling me I've got a new appointment set up for the 32nd of October in the year 1993. All right. Nobody wanting to play? What's going on? Going to go. Tell me when we get to the last 3 characters. Okay. Like 5 people that have been here for the last 3 games. Well, get them out of here. We gotta stay. I mean, you don't have to. All right, mostly set up here. Anybody else? Okay, yeah, we got people who were with us last time. That's fine. Because nobody else is joining. If you guys want to join, speak up. I can make sure that some of these people who have already played open up. Game crashed. That's a bummer. All right. Team 1, you're going to be Daredevil. Team 2, you are going to be Hela. Here we go. Never mind. It's crash number 5, everybody. Give it up for crash number 5. Woo! Time for everyone's favorite screen. While we're waiting, do you guys want to see... Well, I guess it's all on my same system. I'll do it another time. 5 Crash Bandicoots. Oh, yes, the gambling. Yeah, everyone voted on Daredevil. All right, apologies. We had yet another crash. Can we rejoin now or not? Yeah, sure. We'll call it a lobby reset. But our game is still happening. You might want to back out. Because I ain't there. And if I ain't there, the game ain't real. It's very quantum in that regard. Alright. It crashes when you don't gamble. You're so right. Make it in a long game. Alright, hold up. That's a genius idea. Hold up. That's actually really funny. That's really funny. Can I Yes. Yes. Oh, he's a little long. Hold up. I need to make him even longer. Hold on. Like that. Yeah. Perfect. Ah, he's perfect. Oh, he's so perfect. Tally marks. Absolute cinema. All right, same deal as last time. Defense is the Daredevils, Team 1. Offense, Team 2 is the Hela. Let's begin. Can you make him more thick? In what regard? What do you mean by that? Chat, someone remind him of me. What do you want me to say, I have Storm? You want me to come to your house, knock on your door, and say, hey, it's time for a 1v1? Go to bed, dude. School will be there waiting, lurking for you with a yawning maw, ready to devour your sleepy brain. The stream can wait. Gambling over sleep. All right. I go to bed at 9:30. It's 9:23. I hate to break it to you, dude, but by the rate we're going, it's going to be a couple hours, maybe. Might be like if we get some domination maps that are pretty one-sided, we might get done in like an hour. Oop. Keep pressing that instead. Past midnight, depending on where you are, maybe.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I cursed this crash. I was Hela. The game clearly did not want you to play Hela. Odin himself said no. I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. What are you doing here? Go to sleep. You can watch the VOD after. Like, I love your viewership. I do. But, like, I need my viewers to still be alive. You know? It's like a long-term investment for me.
30 seconds. Get ready.
All right. Finally a domination map. Point a 1v1, I'll 1v1 standing, my best Space Marine line. We have Taze Elmo is looking like they are struggling to select the character here. If we do not get a select out of them when the match starts, we're going to have to stop and hit. Taze Elmo, I need you to move. Show signs of life here, bud. There he is. He barely got in time. All right, here we go. A flock of Hellas moving out. It's going to be interesting. It is range versus clubs. The fire begins. Shook Artist secures up a kill. The focus on each individual target. Oh, a Hela drops. Oh, 2. Holy crap. Fire Falcon cleans out. 2. Shark Storm grabs the third. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hela. All right, round 2. Driving in and immediately goes down. Fire Falcon not getting nearly as much love that time around. Oh, from the flank though. Hela without any way of escaping. Caught out in the open. Struggle a little bit with the camera there. A little wing around the rosy action. Okay. Hela is struggling a bit against the Daredevil. Jeffrey the Rat drives on to the point, but goes down immediately. Hela is not holding her ground at all here. Shook Artist going for the chase. Oh, gets reflected. Reflected on his frickin' stun. Hela trying to make it over to the point. They almost have a cap. Oh, they're so close to getting the cap. They're so close to getting the cap. Oh, but the Daredevils say no. They've got to make something happen. There it is. Okay. Hela has control of the space. Only 3 of them left standing. The rest of them are off doing their own thing. We're running back. Okay. Daredevil to an opener. At a great start. But can he reclaim the zone? Alright, securing up some kills. Daredevil. 3 of the Helas are currently down. Some of them are starting to run back right now, too. As the 2 more of them continue to drop, Daredevil retakes the zone. Once again, as a reminder, Hela has to get at least around the 80 percentile mark for us to move on to round 2. Otherwise, we'll consider it a firm Daredevil victory here. Hela will get her ult in time, too, so we'll get to see if the ult is a major determinant factor. Mega Cool Fella, very close, and now does indeed have the ult. Mega Cool rushing over to the zone. Securing up. Okay, Hela has control of the zone. Taking out Toneless in the process here. The Helas are close to their ults. Daredevil has his ready to go for the most part. Fresher Monkey ready to go right now. Just got to play around ults. Yep. It'll be interesting to see. Shock Storm pops down the ult. Mega Cool pops down the ult. He's very damaged. His ult will at least keep him alive for the time being. Trying to use the Reflect, getting a little bit of value. Oh, snags up 1 more before going down. Grabbing up a couple kills. It's relatively close here. Toneless taking some big damage here as the ult comes down from Nitro. They're holding out the zone, stalling it out for as long as they can. The Hela absolutely cannot drop it now. Almost to that 80 percentile mark. She's very close to the 80 percentile mark. Ult comes down from the Daredevil. Ends up shutting him down. There's a lot of Hela ults on the field right now. Okay, Shooked Artist with a collaboration of other ults from the Helas. Easily able to shut out the Daredevil pushes. One after the other. The Daredevils are falling. This is starting to go in favor of the Hela. They're struggling to get back into the zone as the Helas are able to zone them out. Oh my gosh. It's a slaughter. They got the 80 percentile mark, which means we are going on to round 2, and it looks like they're about to take this entire zone. They are. Hela takes the first point. Uh-oh. Daredevil looking a little worse for wear right now. Hela could win. They just need to play around ults. Yeah, this is very close right now. Can I join every other round or is it every 2? It is every other round, correct. Alright, we'll see if Hela can maintain her lead here. She barely just pulled it out of the jaws of defeat there. Barely pulled it out of the jaws of defeat. It was hella close. Ha! True. Hit that headshot at the end so they didn't get it, yeah. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Ult eco's pretty bad though, that's true. That's true. Daredevil definitely has advantage on the ult economy. Jumping back. Most of the Hela's just trying to straight line to the point. Most of the Daredevils going a bit of a roundabout way here, trying to use the high ground to come down. Okay, decent shots on the Hela. Oh, getting separated up from the group. Shooked Artist gets an ult popped on him. Fresh Monkey jumps in. Oh, Fresh Monkey gets a bunch of them dead. Most of the Hela's sent to the grave. Forced to claw her way back out of her own realm. Daredevil barely holding onto the zone with one capturer. Shock Storm in a bit over his head goes down. Fire Falcon does have an ult here. Grabs a kill. Oh, good reflect. Grabs up another kill with the help of Get Free Cheese. TTV Mac is cool. Pops down the ult, but has no one to actually control the space. Most of the Daredevils doing a pretty good job of getting off of it. Finally starts to get some pressure down. Getting flanked heavily from behind. He goes down. Mega Cool Fellow using his high ground advantage here. Finally getting picked off from Fire Falcon. This is looking the Daredevil's favor. Fire Falcon finally popping down the ult of his own, grabbing 2. Okay, Daredevil with a comfortable lead, but we saw this last time. Mega Cool Fellow ready to go on ult again. Okay, all right. Hela moving on, moving up. Group of them all here and ready to go. One low Daredevil going into challenge. That reflect bringing a lot of work right there. Holy crap. Yeah, they actually get a couple of them down. That was crazy. It was like 2 Daredevils versus the entire stack, and the Hela lost 2 in the process. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, forcing out an ult. Hela's very close to getting the cap on the zone. The Daredevils are not letting it go down without a fight. 3, 2, 1. And that is it. This time, Daredevil with the confident victory. Moving on to the final round. Hela with one barely victory under her belt. Daredevil taking the second game with confidence. This matchup feels map dependent. Open maps, Hela, closed maps, Daredevil. Yeah, maybe. This, I think, is a pretty fair third map to fight this out on. This is a very close game. I think if Hela has time to like get in position, she can win. It does seem like it, yeah. Like if the Helas are actually able to get set up on zone, they can take it. It's rough, but they can take it. Daredevil is very good at disallowing that though. Both teams will get to each other relatively quickly here. Shock Storm is ready to go on ult. Mega Cool Fella ready to go on ult of their own. Hela will be able to use the range advantage to her advantage here once this initial area is shut down. Swift Artist grabs a kill on Free Cheese. Swift Artist grabs up another kill. Jeffrey pops down the ult. Okay. The Helas secure the space. Most of the Daredevils are forced to do the run back. Okay, this is what Hela is wanting. Defense on this point could be very good. Many of them have ults too, or very close to it. Playing defense, they can take their time. Every second here is another second closer to victory here.
Let the devil.
Mega Cool Fella popping down the ult, opening fire on the massive bubble that is the Daredevil ult. Big damage, forcing the Daredevils to backpedal. Oh, Get Free Cheese wastes an ult.
Let the devil out.
However, oh, I was going to say Taze Elmo maybe does not allow that to happen, but it looks like he will allow his ult to be wasted there. Shock Storm looking to see if he can get an opening here. He does have ult. Most of the Daredevils are relatively low on their ult now, minus Pressure Monkey and Shock Storm. Hela's in a similar position here. Getting beat down by 3 Daredevils all at once. Daredevil popping, or excuse me, Deadpool popping out his ult. Trying to change up his verticality. The reflected damage coming out. Wow, that actually worked out really well for the Daredevils. They just kind of stood their ground and just used their guard. Deadpoolio goes down. Daredevils got control of the space. Can they hold it for long enough? Okay, Daredevil yet again in control of the space. This is not what Hela wants. Hela needs this to be in her control. She needs to be on the defense here. She does not do good on the assaulting position here. Shock Storm has an ult ready to go. A couple of the Daredevils a little tagged. Pressure Monkey pops out the ult. Shock Storm pops out the ult. Fire Falcon pops out the ult. A combo of 3 wipes out the Helas. All of the Helas are down. They're forced to do a run back. Hela has still plenty of time to retake this zone. Many of the Daredevils just used almost all of their ults there. They've got a couple ults of their own. What will they do with it is the question. Will they be able to get enough value to secure that space? Shook Artist on point. Pops out the ult. Decent damage. Forcing him to run back. Ult comes down from... Who is this? I can't see. Oh, Mac is cool. Decent damage, but the Daredevils persist. They're very stubborn. Okay, they're catching up quickly to Hela. Quickly catching up to Hela. They have now tied, and every percent here is more closer to victory than the Hela was. Hela's got to make something happen right here, right now. 5% remaining. Grabs up a kill. Shook Artist. Trying to dive to the point. 2, 1. And that is a Daredevil victory. Much closer of a game than some of the scenes. One of the ones that we've seen so far, though. GG's. Tired of these stupid fake TDTs adding me on Discord. Why am I a target? Because you have your friend request and message request set to open. Guaranteed. Set it to server only and it'll drop dramatically. DD versus Jeff's gonna be unfair. We've already seen it, unfortunately. Part of me feels like this was a skill difference. I mean, yeah, with any game that's close, there's always a skill difference here. If the game's not close, it's just an unfair matchup. But anytime it is close, it's a skill diff. Probably. All right, but Hela loses this one here. To be fair, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Hela doesn't really have a whole lot of CQC options. Daredevil's his whole thing, and he has a reflect to get in close. Now we're going to see one that is going to be extremely one-sided. It's Human Torch. Daredevil wins this. Oh, boy. Ooh, who's going to tell him? All right, if you're with us for the last game, cycle out. If you'd like to join us, just simply search me up on the custom game mode arcade thing here. With my name, you should come right up. Go ahead and join on in. Can you put me on the Human Torches team? No, you can join yourself. We were talking about you want me to give you the Human Torch team. Maybe all the Human Torches will be brand new. When you're praying for a skill diff so hard that the enemy team has 0 time on their heroes, and you're still not sure if they still might lose. I don't know about that one, but... Anybody else? Anybody else looking to get in? Got a couple open slots here. Anybody? Anybody? All right, I guess we'll run with it. Let's randomize the teams. This time we're going to have the Daredevil on defense, right? Yeah, I think they're on defense now. No, offense. They're on offense. All right. Swapping it up. So team 1 You're going to be Daredevil Team 2. You're going to be Human Torch. Let's go. Let me get your predictions up. Give me just a second here. Wow, some decent votes for the Hella there. I guess it was pretty close. Oops. All right, predictions are live. Feel free to gamble all your problems away. The torch guides people too bad the blind can't see. Such wisdom in my Marvel Rivals game. You have someone banning Torch. It was a misinput. You calm the fuck down. It was a misinput. Can I not get Daredevil every game? No, you will play Daredevil and you will like it. Alright, here we go. Daredevil on defense. Torch on offense. On a convoy map. Will the Daredevils be able to shut down the flying threats? Obviously, Daredevil's not really my first pick for a flying target, but, you know, maybe we'll get something, we'll see something spicy here. We'll see. You said you think you can rid yourself of me? No, because I have a phone. Darn. I was really hoping to get rid of you. Alright. The Human Torches are warming up. Please like and subscribe. Alright, here we go. Let's see what the Daredevils are even able to do against the Torches here. You know, decent damage. Decent damage. Using the range to try to get them down, too. Gotta wait for their pings to come back up here, though. Oh, one of the Human Torches actually goes down. Yo, what the hell? What is happening? What is happening? What? No. No. Human Torch should be winning this. Every single time. What is happening? Yo. How are they getting... What is... Huh? They're getting their ass kicked. What? Yeah, they're using the wall to climb up. Human Torch, get away from the walls, you fool! Okay, they're starting to get a little bit of them down there, but they gotta actually touch the point. That might be a hard point for them to actually contest. Alright, alright, alright. They're starting to get some ground on them. I'm legitimately impressed that the Daredevils are able to get anything here. The fact that they're able to get some kills at all is impressive. Okay, they march forward. There we go. Is this the momentum that they needed? Without the walls nearby. That initial spawn point there. It's still, they still are doing a pretty okay job being able to jump up in the sky and just slap them real quick. Deal some damage. Why am I getting worried? Yeah, if anybody voted on Daredevil, you guys got like the 100-to-1 odds, but you might get some insane payout. Yeah, look at this. Like that hurts. They're in danger. Look, that's a Human Torch down. Taze Elmo. That's another one down. With the defense able to just hold the zone away from them. This is weirdly balanced because the Human Torches have to touch the zone in order to move it forward, right? If the Daredevils are able to just stay on it for a little bit, they control that space. Just simply because the Human Torches can't actually get to the zone without exposing themselves. Like you see, Fresh Monkey here jumps down to get it and takes half of his health worth of damage. Or more. This is really interesting. Can tell you never played against a Daredevil while playing as a flyer, yeah? The Reflect's doing a lot of work here too. Look how many of them are damaged like crazy, dude. So many of them are super duper tagged. But the cart keeps moving. They're forced to run back to their spawn. Someone in the chat said I'm going to lose 2K. Daredevil is surprisingly winning this. Again, it's got to be just simply because they can't contest the zone properly. The Daredevils can just force the zone to walk back. Anytime they drop down, they're in danger of getting cleaned out by a Daredevil. Okay, they're starting to move it forward here. They've got to stay more aggressive on the zone if they expect to win it all. Some of the ults are ready to go. Both sides, Hellfire has his ult ready. Okay. Okay, Shock Storm and Hellfire tag teaming the damage. They move the cart forward. 60 seconds remain. This is way closer than it has any right to be. Call it a skill, they should call it whatever you want, but on paper this should be an absolute slaughter regardless of skill. But something's happening here, y'all. Okay, the Daredevils losing cart slowly losing cart. Some of the Daredevils all ready to go on the ults though.
You're on my radar.
Ults coming down from Free Cheese. Double Supernova coming out from the Human Torches. They need to hold them for just 20 more seconds. Just 20 more seconds. And they can take a W on a character that no one thought would be possible. The people who voted on Human Torch are sweating. Oh, that was clean. Gamer has ult. He pops it. Forcing all the Human Torches to back up. 2 seconds remain. Overtime is now in play. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Daredevil's about to take it. Daredevil took it! No way! Oh my gosh. No one saw this coming. Whoever voted on Daredevil is about to walk away a channel point millionaire. Holy crap. That was an insane game. I literally think it came down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 2 people voted 20 channel points versus the almost 6K on the Human Torch. They're walking away rich. That is incredible. I literally think it came down to the fact that Human Torch could not contest zone without being in direct range of the Daredevil. That was legitimately impressive. I'm shook. I'm shook. All right, well, you heard it here first. Daredevil's a Human Torch counter. Go spread that on Reddit and stuff. That'll be really funny. Like, explain nothing. Just say Daredevil counters Human Torch. Just watch people lose their minds. All right, let's get a new crew in here. Go ahead and set yourselves up. Always bet on the underdog, yeah. Crazy stuff. Due to Daredevil being able to dash, climb, and has a projectile. Yeah, it seems like it. All right, our next matchup is Namor versus Daredevil. This is kind of an interesting one because Namor is supposed to be like the anti-get-close-to-me character, but Daredevil also kind of is the same idea. Doing Iron Fist tonight? We should be getting through Iron Fist tonight, yes. Yes, we should. All right, give me a sec. All right. Meesum should have listened. Bro, no one is looking at these two and going, all right, the hero that can fly and throw fire from a distance versus a character who's blind that has a stick. And saying, ah, yes, the blind stick character. He's winning. All right, let's go ahead and randomize it up here. This time the Daredevil's going to be on offense. In other words, team 2. There's your group. Here we go. Same principle as Fist versus Flyer, though. But, like, Fist is a flyer himself in a lot of respects. Let me get the predictions up here. Time to get squidded to death, yeah. I mean, we're gonna see 12 squids on the field, right? But you also have a lot of reflex. I don't know. We'll see. Lawyer versus Predator? What? 2 sticks. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the second stick was the thing that pushed it over the edge. One of the Johnny said he was new, and I guess they would be. Yeah, I mean, but, like, that's the same thing with Daredevil. Like, everybody who's playing Daredevil right now is new. Literally everybody. They have at most a week's worth of time. You know what I'm saying? Well, not even that. Like, he came out on the 10th, right? I got him early access. Yeah, you guys have less than 3 days worth of time. All the Daredevils are new. That argument doesn't hold. Which team is which? Offense is the Squids. Or no, sorry. Defense is the Squids. Defense is Squids. Defense is Squids. It's always going to alternate. So if Daredevil was on defense last time, he's going to be on offense this time. Musum, if I held you to a chair and forced you to fight one of the team up Squids as Spidey, which one would it be? Well, the basic one. No. Just the Hella one, because the Hella one is like 70 damage max. You can live that. I'm going to make a less confident call that we will win. Not as sure as the Torch one. That's going to be crazy. I feel as though Namor's kind of like the option here to counter the Daredevil. I feel like he's one of the better choices. It is interesting to kind of challenge our expectations as to what we thought Daredevil's counters and team-ups and matchups would be, because we're really getting to learn it really well here.
We've got a war to win at any cost.
When they drop Thanos, they make it an Infinity Squid team-up. Bet on it. Yeah. All right, here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Namor on defense is a little rough, but we are alternating offense and defense on the Daredevils here. The walls are coated in squid, but they are now on cooldown. Daredevil's pushing the point. Ooh, equal trade happening up top. Yo, hold up. Namor struggling. Ooh, Fire Falcon cleans up like 3 of them. Damn. Okay. Daredevil pushing forward here. Let's see if he can do more. Okay, the line of squids is set back up. I like how they're all kind of setting them up at a similar time to really focus fire them down. That might not be the smartest play, though. It's fun, but it's not the smartest. Many of the Daredevils took some pretty heavy beatings there, though. Okay. The Namors are starting to get their ground. They're starting to get held. Alien Slasher struggling a little bit to get his shots off. Thankfully, Squids can do most of the work for him. Okay. Daredevil is still moving point, though. He's still moving cart. They get first point. Yeah, okay. Despite most of the Daredevils being down, the Namors did not do a good enough of a job of actually staying on the cart. Ooh, Toneless goes down with an unbelievable amount of squids surrounding him here. Okay, Daredevils continue to march forward here as the Namors are running back. Many of them coming back at the same time, which is good for their respawns. Squids will help pretty heavily. Bits of damage here and there. Okay, they're starting to get those holds out again, but they've got to get the cart. They're getting kills, but they're not getting the cart. They've got to get the cart. Whoa, so many squids. Again, they're going down, but it's just they're not stopping them completely. The cart keeps moving. Okay, finally they have control of the cart. Whales are ready to launch. Ooh, squids come down and immediately get shut out. Okay. A little bit of a wasted ult there. Ooh, big hit there. They've got to be careful that they don't overspend their ults, though, because Daredevil absolutely will shut them down with their ults. If they're having this much trouble already, that ult is going to be a big problem. The trumpets, yeah. Yeah, anytime they get split out like that, it is a big trouble. Here comes the ults. Fire Falcon has ults. Using his reflect to try to stay alive, goes down almost immediately. Mega Cool also takes a bit of a dirt nap there. Elmo trying to push the payload. The Daredevils have hit a squid-shaped brick wall, as they have not been able to move the cart since it's gotten down to the second leg here. Oof. Oof. Okay, many of the Daredevils are ready to go on their ults, however. Shock Storm has the ult, grabs up one. Nitro has ult, grabs one. Mega Cool has ult, doesn't get any. But many of the Namors are dead at this point. That might be the push they need to get it over to the next payload. Ult comes down and Fire Falcon lives on like one. Fire Falcon lives on basically, yeah, he lives on 4 HP, dude. 4 HP. Yep, sure enough, the Daredevils continue to march forward, dude. This is crazy. It really does seem like Daredevil is set to counter most of the DPSs, where he struggled against the supports and the tanks. Oh. But that was a good shutdown out of Team Namor. Honestly, the whale doesn't work here. Does work? Yeah. Absolutely it work here. They're doing a better job of trying to cycle out the squids. Here comes Elmo, but he gets shut down with his ult. Toneless pretty damaged. Getting picked off by a squid. A lot of the Namors are tagged right now, or dead. Okay, they're having to do a full run back here. Yep, all of them have just cycled out. New group. Daredevils march the cart forward. 4 minutes. Daredevil has plenty of time.
On the hunt.
Lots of damage, but the cart continues to move. Whale is ready to go. Ult comes down. Oh, and it's deflected beautifully. Alien goes to follow up. It's a little unnecessary. Okay. Oh, the reflex goes so hard, dude. The reflex doing a lot of work for these Daredevils. Defense is starting to hold. The Daredevils have to come up with a new game plan. couple of them are ready to go on the ults, but those squids hurt so bad. Grabbing up some heals. Oh, ult comes down, blocks it. Big damage, but there's so many squids. He goes down nigh instantly. Reflecting everything he can. Fire Falcon looks like he's just trying to bait out the abilities there. He has ult ready to go. Does he pop? Does he pop? It looks like he's going up and over. A squid or a whale whiffs on him here. A lot of the squids have been used. Fire Falcon lurking around the top side. This payload is really struggling to move right now. Really struggling to move as Namor has fully shut it down, fully stopped it. Here comes Fire Falcon's ult. He's trying to stall him out so he can get as much value with the ult as he can. Taking a high ground, finding one of the Namors separated out from the group. Clears him out. There's a lot of squids in front of him, though. He barely makes it out with his life. The rest of the team is trying to pick up the slack, but there's just the Namors. They just have it held too tightly. They just can't rip it from them. The Namor's just refusing to break. Refusing to break. However, they don't have any ults, but that's not the major portion of their damage. Most of their damage is coming from those squids. Shockstorm has an ult here. So many squid fires, dude. Yeah, they just can't get anything here with the Namor so well set up. So well set up. Trying to get some damage. Ends up grabbing a kill. It's good, but he needs to live it. He does not. Nitro barely living as well. Oh, so close. Grabs a kill. Okay, they're pushing. They're pushing. They're pushing. Grabs a kill. Forcing them to stay in Swan. That moment of opening is all the Daredevils need. And they take the game. Wow. Big money again. It really is seeming like Daredevil is meant to bully the DPSs. That was an extremely close game. I thought for sure Namor had that. It really looked like Namor was going to hold that. But sure enough, Daredevil takes the game. Yet another victim to the Daredevil. We've got only a small handful of the DPSs left to go. We've mostly combed through the bracket. Next up is Moon Knight. Go ahead and cycle out your teams here. Egg Sniffer, I want Moon Knight. Got you.
I'm Egg Sniffer, I want Moon Knight.
You got it. I'll make sure you get Moon Knight. The justice system prevails. Yeah, who would win, the justice system or a squid? A couple squids. Iron Fist, I need it. I'm going to rotate you just like everyone else. Can you make that crash that's elongated a little thicker? Okay. There, is that better? Is that a better, more appropriately proportioned, stretched out crash? What's TDTwo can do? Collect 5 of them and DM our TDT bot in Discord. Alright. We have a room for Egg Sniffer. Is there an Egg Sniffer in here? I do not see a sniffer of eggs. There you are. Alright. Daredevil is going to be on defense this time, so I'm going to swap the teams here until Egg Sniffer is on team 2. That should do it. Alright. We have 1 slot available, whoever would like to join. Daredevil is going to be team 1. Moon Knight team 2. You get a new prediction going here. Alright, let's do this thing. Daredevil's been cycling. I hope so. You guys can call him out if they haven't. honestly my favorite Marvel Rival streamer to watch. Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I feel like we're one of the more unique ones, at least. Like, I don't think anyone else is doing the stupid stuff that we're doing. Drop my pen. That's a lot of Lord Moon Knights here. Moon Knight might lose this. Fire Falcon's been pretty accurate about his predictions thus far. Gonna get to Star-Lord? Yeah, we're gonna round out the rest of the crew today. We're gonna get all of them done. I'll send them all to the editor. Can I possibly, maybe, perhaps tell you a random fact about Luna Snow? Yes, please. And Salty Fish of the Goats and Marvel Rival stuff. I actually want to, like, do collabs with the Salty Fish. He seems like he'd be right up my alley for, like, personality and style, that kind of thing. Gotta get my timing right to be on Iron Fist, yeah. It all comes down to who can let the devil out or if the goon will haunt them. See, this is a weird one, like, ult-wise, because Moon Knight has a lot of burst damage. And we've seen that the Daredevils seem to struggle most against burst damage. Right? Especially something that can chew through all that health. The Daredevils aren't going to have any trouble getting out of the line of Moon Knight's ult. However, Moon Knight won't have a whole lot of options to shut down a Daredevil running at them with ult either. So it's fairly even. We'll see. We beat world record for... We beat his world record for longest stun. Oh, yeah. It's true. Beast did that. We have like a 1.5-minute long stun. It's insane. Alright, here we go. Daredevils are in position here. Sniffer looking around to see if they can find any targets. Getting pinged off by the side. Ooh, the Onks serving up some decent damage off the get-go. Sniffer dips in and grabs some health. Daredevil the first to drop. Again, another Daredevil drops. Moon Knight controlling the space here, but still not able to move the cart. As we've seen, it really comes down to who can move the cart. The Daredevils on the run back are going to be a major boon. The advantage of the Moon Knights. Okay, yeah, sure enough. Here they go. They march. Yeah, Moon Knights currently looking fairly dominant in this matchup. We haven't seen a single one of them drop yet. They're stacked onks on each other right now. Goes down. Okay, finally a Moon Knight is finally dropped. He's very split off from his group. Get free cheese goes down. Daredevil starting to take ground back from the Moon Knights. This is not looking good. This is what we saw last time when it looked like one side was really going to win, and then it just immediately flipped its head. Onk's doing a lot of work for the Moon Knights, though. It is a field of Onks who come by and reap this later. Harvest our onks that we have planted. Okay, the Moon Knights regain control the space here. Most of the Moon Knights are fairly close to ult. Most of them in the 80 percentile mark. Give free cheese in the 90 percentile, but he does go down. Doesn't take long to follow him though. J-Con ready to go on ult is on the run back. Galaxy drops. Okay, Hellfire. Okay, this is fairly close. This is very much a wrestling match between the control of the cart. Because neither team has really been able to stop or move the cart in any significant way. Daredevils are doing a pretty good job of keeping pressure down. Pressure Monkey, about 70% ult. Those Onks definitely have big trouble there. Moon comes down. One shot clears him out. Many of the Moon Knights are ready to go on their ult. Oh, but surprise from the back as 4 Daredevils come in and beat the crap out of them. Moons come down. Doubling up, though, it's not really going to be what they're looking for. The Daredevils have no problem yielding that space before trying to retake it yet again. Rokarp has ult. He decides to pop it out. Oh, he lives on 12. He lives on 12. Insane. Okay, Moon Knight kind of struggling here. Kind of struggling. It really is starting to look like Daredevil is meant to be the DPS counter, just generically. It's going to take the tanks and the supports to actually shut him down. Egg Sniffer drops immediately. J-Con, Give Free Cheese, and Stock all have ult. Okay, ult comes down from Striker. A Shock tries to counter it. Oh, and as another ult comes down, it clears out the rest of them. Pressure Monkey drops in the process too. They're very close to taking this space. Oh, but he goes down. It is a brawl on this cart. It's like Warlock versus Warlock. Both patrons are battling for each other. Oh, big ult out of Give Free Cheese. It is 30 seconds left. Daredevil is not letting this go without a fight. He is not dropping this without a big fight. Rokarp back in position here. The splash damage doing a lot of work. But he goes down too. When the Moon Knights are together, it's very hard to get anything on them. Oh, but there's a kill. Oh, potentially 2. Oh, lots of damage, but still not enough for a kill. 2 seconds left on the cart. But all the Daredevils are not in a position to do any contesting. They're going to get one clean shot at this. Barely contesting. Pressure Monkey. Are they able to hold it? Are they able to hold it? Are they able to hold it? They continue to put pressure on the cart. They're holding. They're holding. They've got to jump to the cart. Moon Knight's got to get on the cart. Oh my gosh. They got to get there. Oh my gosh. Dude, it is so close. These DPS games are insanely close. It was incredibly clutch. So freaking close, dude. So freaking close. These games have been incredibly entertaining, if nothing else. Well, congratulations to Moon Knight, or Daredevil. He yet again secures another victory as we are moving on to another Hellborn creature, Magic, versus Daredevil. And we got a crash. It's time for the screen, everybody. Did I tell you the Loon Effect? Yes, I saw your Loon Effect. It was lame. Wow, not a lot of believers in the Daredevil. My last one, I'll go sleepy after this, alright? Telling Museum it's because you don't have the inverted bandicoot totem. Oh, because the crashes? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll engage the forbidden inverted bandicoot technology. Won 1.8k burritos. We're so back, yeah? Up to 6 bandicoots. There's a lot of bandicoots, but we are going a little long on stream today. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, I will engage the inverted bandicoot technology. Hold on. Here we go. Filters. Engage. The bandicoot has been inverted. We shall no longer get crashes. A simple spell, but quite unbreakable. Yes. Alright. Got a couple more slots available here. If you're looking to join in. Prediction is live here too. Daredevil is going to be on offense this time. We have one slot open. Here we go. Offense, Team 2, Daredevil. Here we go. All right. Who's who? I just told you, Daredevil's on offense. Extrapolate. Crash Bandicoot versus Daredevil. Yeah, we do have 6 of them. Gambling. The gambling's already up. You missed your opportunity. It's not my fault you aren't paying attention. Beg let me on Iron Fist next, or Iron Man next round. There's only one way for you to guarantee being on a team. I was in the shower. You showered over watching TDT. That's your fault. I think Iron Man wins. I mean, I thought freaking Human Torch was going to just slaughter. But, you know, here we are. We are on Krakoa here, which means that we can potentially see the domination rule kick into play here. Unibeam cooks, yeah. I got Luna because you pitied me when I didn't pay a dime. If I generally can try to, I will try to accommodate. But you got a lot of people asking, I can't accommodate. It's the money at the screen, or else that's just it. It's not fair for me to go more than that.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All right. Once again, as a reminder, 80% tile rule. Both teams have to make it to 80% at minimum for the game to move on to round 2. Otherwise, we take the winner of round 1. Limit counter for the predictions, 60 seconds.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
All right, here we go.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Daredevil's rolling out. This is the match I think I'm the most interested in. Because up to this point, it has seemed like Daredevil just wins against every single DPS. However, Magic seems like a good option to him. Both are in close quarters. Magic's damage is a little bit better. She also has overshield and such. Let's see. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's looking like that's going to be the case. It's looking like Magic's going to take this, but hold up. Hold up. Daredevil's pushed through the initial punch and is able to clean up. Wow, it is like one person left on both teams. Eviomint versus Fire Falcon. Eviomint has a lot more health, though. That was surprisingly close. Both have demons of their own. It's true. Okay. But can the Magic hold? The real struggle is going to be the ults in this one. Magic's ult is not going to do her a whole lot of favors against the Daredevil ult. They're pretty close in their economy, too. Oh, big spray of who the hell knows what's happening over here. Okay, a lot of the magics go down. A lot of the magics go down. Ooh, okay. Daredevil clawing the point away from magic.
It's a small victory, but I'll take it.
Daredevil's not completely set here, though. Struggling, definitely struggling a bit with dealing with the magics as they get their feet back underneath them. Magic is back in control. Magic currently running the board just a bit. It is a fight, but Magic does have a pretty significant lead, and she continues to climb. Being highly aggressive with their chase here, too. So Magic's and Daredevils are doing the run back right now. Okay, Evilement is the first to get ults on the game. When will they pop is the question. A lot of the magics are damaged. Some very lethally. I suck at this, man. Yeah. Toneless going in. Oh, and gets shut down. They've got to make something happen here. It's definitely a war of attrition on the health bars. The healing is just not good enough on this map. Striker trying to do the run back here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime. Okay. Fire Falcon does have ult. He decides to let rip. Grabs a kill on one of the ulting magics. Big damage on the second. Okay, the Daredevils starting to get point. Grabs another. Another ult coming out from Beast. Pressure Monkey also has ult, decides to pop, but they still do not have control of the space. It is still in overtime. Big damage coming out from Magic. A lot more damage coming out from Magic. And that is it. Wow. Magic enabling the mercy roll. Ending our match early. She takes it. Congratulations here to Magic. She is definitely, I think, one of the more direct and strong counters to Daredevil right now. That was interesting. All right. We've seen flyers that we thought were going to win lose in the past. Now we're going to see this again. It is Iron Man versus Daredevil. Go ahead and cycle out, everybody. I'll get the prediction set. Yeah, everyone voted for Magic. That makes sense. That would have been my vote too, for sure. It is going to be a little tough for Daredevil this season because he seems to struggle against the tanks and the supports and such, at least when they're stacked up, which I think is kind of Magic's niche. The competition in the niche is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Please let me be on Iron Man. I don't have money. Who are you in game? As? Okay. I'll see if I can get you on Iron Man, okay? There's no one else asking for anything in particular. I can make that happen. That should be okay. All right. This time we're going to have the Daredevils on offense. So team 2. We need to get our group stacked up here and I'll random swap the teams. I got my Monopoly money on Daredevil. Yeah? A couple more here. A couple more. Bro, I can't play Daredevil. I sold that game so hard. Nah, it's alright, man. Need more practice. Predictions, please. Yes, of course. Of course. I'm going to do the thing that pissed me off that one time. There you go. I think it was a shotgun that sold him. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, I can get behind that. All right, here we go. Once again, we're going to have Daredevil on offense, so team 2. And that'll be good. Team 1 is Iron Man. Ah, we had somebody back out. We need one person, please. I want the billionaire to win. The hard-working lawyer should win. All right, there we go. Let's launch. Okay, we are fairly into the bracket here. We only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left to go. 10 matches left to go. I think we'll be able to do it tonight, folks.
No one joined, so I took the spot. I'm gonna put this here to reaffirm Iron Fist.
Yes, I got you, Bro Carp. I got you for Iron Fist. I remember the Iron Fist. So I backed out, but I can't play Daredevil and it wouldn't be fair fight. We'll play the non-Daredevil characters. It might be good for you just to sit out completely then, Boot. I need sleep. If we can get there quickly, we'll try. We're getting there as fast as we can. Trust me, I would like to call it soon, too. We've got a couple more games. Maybe... Okay, hold up. Hold up. Chat. This game's going to go, I think, because we have 10 games remaining, even if all those games are 5 minutes long. Right? Which is doubtful. It's like 50 minutes. It's an hour. DC? Yeah, I see that. Do we do a special stream tomorrow? Because I actually can stream tomorrow. I actually am sort of ahead on schedule. No, today. Sure, I'd be there. Okay. Let me back out. Tomorrow sounds good. Okay. Same time, same place, same deal. I have school. What time? 5 p.m. Pacific time, so like 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, let's try this again. Be streaming tomorrow in 30 minutes. You mean for 30 minutes? Yeah, maybe. I won't be streaming for very long. I just need to get the footage recorded and such. Daredevil's missing a player? Bro. Someone's missing. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, we're probably going to push this off till tomorrow. Tomorrow's in 30 minutes. Ah, true. We are missing a player. Son of bitch. Okay. Alright, let's call it here. Let's go ahead and call it here. I think this is like, this is a sign. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it here. We're going to pick this up tomorrow. Same time. It won't be a very long stream. Want everyone today on stream? Let's do that tomorrow too. Well, actually, that'll be a great time to do it. Last one. Okay, fine. One more match. One more match. Here's the thing. Fiance, say hello. Can you guys hear Fiance? Okay, so Fiance is in the back there. And I'd like to spend time with Fiance. She didn't even ask. I just want to. And it's getting late. Either this match or our duel. Alright, I'll do one more match. We'll round it off with this match. One more. There we go. Fiance. I've seen some people say Shisum, which I think is pretty funny. Misum and Shisum. What about us? Don't you love us? I've spent the last 3 hours and 30 minutes with y'all. Yes. However, I must split my love between the two of you. It's her turn. Which team is which? Daredevil offense. Wednesday's video, by the way, is a sponsored video, which reminds me my sponsor has still yet to get back to me. Let me check that real quick. Have they said anything? No. I love when my sponsors are like, hey, this is very time sensitive. We need you to get this done as fast as possible. And I go, okay. And I get it done. And then they don't get back to me. It's very fun. This one. And this one. Nope, they still haven't viewed it. Bruh.
Pick your hero.
One of Daredevil's emojis is say that again. It's shared custody. Yes, you and my fiance have shared custody of me. She gets me on weekends. You guys can hand off on holidays, okay? Ban the rats. Both teams banned the rats. Alright. So, my confidence is completely shattered because I would have fully assumed that the Flyers win every single time against Daredevil because he just simply does not have the ability to get up to him. However, maybe it was the map, maybe it was specifically with Human Torch, but Human Torch lost. Now, I think Iron Man, of all of the characters, are going to be one of the best options against a Daredevil. Especially when there's no, like, areas to run on like we've seen in that previous map. Can I be your emotional support main? Ha! Support main. Sure, you can be my emotional support main. Alright, here we go. Iron Man rolling out. This is a good map to see if the Daredevils have anything because this is the best chance for them to climb up. Yeah, definitely able to keep them at range. The Daredevils take their first kill with very little pressure on them in the process. Ooh, but he does go down. Eventually he does go down. Daredevils have got to get to the point, though, or the Iron Man have to touch the point in order to get capped. So if the Daredevils are able to just simply stall them out enough, it's really not looking good for the Daredevil right now. Ooh, it's really not looking good for the Daredevil. Ooh, those reflections going kind of hard, though. Hold up. Ooh, hold up. Yeah, just, it's crazy. They can't get to the zone. The Iron Man can't get to the zone. It's the exact same thing that happened last time. It's the exact same thing that happened to Human Torch. Daredevil has control of the zone against Iron Man. What is happening? What is happening? Going in, J-Con. Swinging. Big damage on a bunch of them. How is this working? This should not be a fair fight, but somehow Daredevil's making it work. Somehow Daredevil's making this work. Not quite getting it. Not quite getting it. Daredevil is at 40% on this zone. 40% on this zone. Remember, Iron Man has to get at least 80% for us to go to a round 2. Okay, this is kind of what we're typically expecting here. Iron Man doing a much better job of holding out this space. They're slowly starting to get control. Daredevils are not going to let it go down easy, though. There it is. Okay, Iron Man has control of the zone. With Daredevil on the 66th percentile mark. Elmo ready to go on ult. However, we know that one simple reflect is all it takes. It is a dangerous game that those Iron Men are going to have to play with that ult. Dangerous, dangerous game. J-Con ready to go on ult themselves. Ooh, getting gunned down the moment they poke. Oh, big kill from Cryptic. He's able to get in and get out a lot of the Daredevils are going to have to be cautious because almost all of the Iron Men are ready to go on ult. They still have control of the zone. Iron Man still controlled the zone.
Let the devil
Ult's finally coming down. Counter ult coming down. They are able to get their pulse charges off. All of the Iron Men used all of their ults. Bootstand's the only one who just simply did not have the ult. Is a big waste out of the Iron Man, way overcommitting to that ult. Give Free Cheese doing his best to try to hit him up there. Nitro pops down ults and he gets the kill before the pulse charge comes out to counter him. Daredevil is about to take this whole game with mercy, with bonus points. I cannot believe this. Daredevil just took the zone. I'm in shock. All right. I think it was the map. We're going to let it go to round 2. I'm overriding the rules. We're going to go to round 2. Big points. No, we're going to round 2. I think it was the map. Rigged. Well, if he's so good, he'll win this round 2, right? It won't matter, right?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Then you may change, but the trials never end.
That you said about Black Widow, we all know what happened then, and then it will happen again. What happened with Black Widow? She won anyway, right? So the Daredevils will win again.
All you need to do is capture the
No harm, no foul, right? See, now the Daredevils are aura farming. Look what you did. As your emotional support main, you should cut this short. Okay, we saw this last time. The Iron Men were able to get a fair portion of damage onto the Daredevils here, but the Daredevils took it back from them. Decent damage, decent damage. Okay, Iron Man has control of the space. Again, it's the exact same thing that happened last time. Cheese is ready to go on ult. Cryptic is ready to go on ult.
Health, I needed that.
Why did you aura farming? Yeah, they gotta lock in, bro. They gotta lock in. Ult's coming down. Oh, but he goes down immediately. Grabs a kill. Not looking good. Daredevil is able to take control of the space, but for how long is the question? They've got to get to the zone as the Iron Men begin to capture. Cryptic does have an ult. They've got to lock in. They've got to lock in. They've got to lock in. They got overly confident. The Daredevils are starting to get their, or the Iron Men are starting to get their feet underneath them. They've got to come up with something better. Rokarp trying to fish out the targets, hiding around in the corners. Blind coming in. Daredevils are having a much harder time getting any shots in on the targets. Maximum Pulse comes down. It hits nothing. Ult comes down from Cryptic. Maximum Pulse comes down. It does end up connecting. One of them does. Health has continued being picked up. Iron Men have control of the zone comfortably, almost in the 80 percentile mark. Pulse charge coming out from Rokarp. He whiffs it into a wall. The Daredevils have to get to point right now. There's so much focused fire coming in here. They do get overtime. They do get overtime. The Daredevils cannot get anything. See, this is more what I expected to see. This is more what I expected to see. It was indeed a map issue. The Daredevils have to lock in. It is not over yet. We're going into the third round. Holy rigged. Yes, it's me playing all of the Daredevils at once. I'm now sandbagging. A mysterious god granted us another round and we took it. Yeah?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm gonna go hungry if I lose these burritos. Then you better tell your freaking Daredevils to lock in. Or Iron Man, whoever you voted for.
The battle starts in 5.
Okay.
4, 3,
Will the Iron Man's confidence now destroy them like it destroyed the Daredevils? This is going to be a harder map for them because there's not a lot of stuff they can climb on. They're going to have a little bit of a harder time. Immediately opening fire to try to destroy the map. Yeah, immediately destroying the high ground. That's really smart.
Everybody needs a little stark assist.
Yeah, these Daredevils are having a major hard time getting anything here. Finally snags up a kill, Cryptic, on a critical health target. They're not letting it go without a fight. Jaycon is rolling it out of the zone, forcing the Daredevils. Here comes the Maximum Pulse. Oh, and it's point blank on top. Hellfire almost clears out Boot Stand. Damage coming in. Ult comes down, but he goes down immediately. Iron Man has control of the zone. They're starting to take up positions on different separate parts of the map in order to keep themselves separated. Pulse charge coming up from Jeffrey. It doesn't really hit anything. Rokarp pops it down. Ends up just barely evading the reflect. Dezelmo also ready to go on ult. They have a fairly confident lead right now. Jaycon trying his best, trying his absolute best to put pressure on that zone. Men of Fire in this pair will be just as massive as the nondescript Undying Need. Daredevils are still giving it everything they've got here. Giving it absolutely everything they've got. It is not a walk in the park for this Iron Man.
Anyone say fireworks?
Maximum Pulse comes down. Doesn't really get anything there. Get free cheese, pops an ult. Maximum Pulse comes down and does end up sniping him. We have not seen a single reflected Maximum Pulse yet. Iron Man retakes control of the zone. Jaycon has an ult. Cryptic also ready to go on ult. The Iron Man comfortable in their positioning right now. Here comes the ult. Oh. 96, 7, 8, 9. It is an overtime. We are indeed pushing overtime. Oh, and the Daredevils take control of the zone. Was it all for nothing, though? Boot stands really late. He goes down. Daredevils are fighting tooth and nail. They refuse to give up this zone. They refuse to give up this zone. They're giving it everything they've got. They go down. Daredevil almost taking that zone. They do end up getting control. Rogue Cart pops an ult. Maximum pulse. Iron Man trying to retake the zone. Rogue Cart with a massive 4-piece. He knows he's hot stuff with it too. But again, the Daredevils will refuse to go down without a fight. Absolutely refusing, and that is it. I am glad I gave Iron Man another shot because they took the game handily from there on out. GG's. That was pretty good. Yeah, I couldn't let such a massive, just an insane reversal of expectations stand. Like, something was wrong. But it, honestly, Daredevil should be proud. Like that, he took the first round on him. I was not expecting it. I don't think anybody was expecting it. But Iron Man does indeed move on. All right, Tuesday, tomorrow, 5 o'clock. So same time as we started tonight. We're going to continue the rest of this bracket. We'll also do a couple other small stuff for funsies. We are going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you, everybody who joined me today. Thank you for everybody who supported. Rogue Carp, I'll make sure that you get your Iron Fist. Or Rogue Carp, right? Some guy? Some guy on YouTube. Make sure that you get your Iron Fist. I'll catch you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe, follow, etc. If you want to support us more. Patreon, Twitch subs, all that other stuff. It means a lot to us right now. Wait, guilt tripped him, fiance. Say the money is helpful.
The money is so helpful.
There you go. You heard it from her first. Anyway, bless your faces all, and deuces.